ones who get it done.
A multi-billion-dollar settlement is paying claims for up to 21 years. If you were exposed to weed killers at work or at home, your rights are affected. If you or your family has or had non-Hodgkin lymphoma, you could receive $6,000 to $165,000 or more. This settlement impacts you even if you're not sick, because this blood cancer can take 10 to 15 years to appear. If you stay in the settlement, you give up your right to sue. Learn more at weedkillerclass.com or call 888-403-8201. Paid for by the Roundup Settlement.
The LPGA Tour returns to Los Angeles for the JM Eagle LA Championship, presented by Plas Pro, April 16th through the 19th at El Caballero Country Club. Come watch 144 of the world's best female golfers, including LPGA Major Champion Hannah Green and 2025 champion Ingrid Lindblad. First responders, military, and kids under 17 get in free. It's more than just a golf tournament. Get your tickets today at jmeaglelachampionship.com.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
Rich Eisen here. For small businesses, every hire counts, and so does your time. Hiring can quickly become overwhelming, from sorting applications to figuring out who's truly qualified. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro helps. It streamlines the process so you can focus on connecting with the right candidates, not managing the noise. Hire right the first time. Post your job and get $100 off towards your job post at linkedin.com/Eisen. That's linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply. Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Before the Growl. I'm Mason, that's Ireland, this is M, and we were just talking about a brand new movie that's going to be coming out, The Social Net. Is it called The Social Network 2?
No, it's called The Social Reckoning.
The Social Reckoning. The Social Reckoning.
CinemaCon's happening right now. I'm sure you went there a lot of times.
I did. I was there many times.
So a bunch of trailers are premiering. The different studios are putting out their tentpoles for the year.
Yep.
And one of them, I believe, with Sony, is The Social Reckoning, which is a revisit of The Social Network, which was from David Fincher directed, Aaron Sorkin written, movie that I think is perfect.
It is a perfect movie. I completely agree.
About the creation of
movie.
Facebook.
My favorite movie of that decade.
I think
2010 to 2020, that was my favorite movie.
One of my favorite movies of all time. I would put it up there as like the best movie of this century by far.
Absolute classic.
And so they're revisiting it, but it's going to be around the government probe into Facebook. I think even leading up to January 6th is going to be included in it.
Okay.
So it's about Mikey Madison plays basically a whistleblower.
Yes.
That she said there's something wrong with this company and how she makes that public.
And Mikey Madison was in Anora, won the Best Actress for that role. And then Jeremy Allen White is going to play a Wall Street Journal reporter, basically the person helping Mikey get this out. And then Jeremy Strong from Succession, the eldest boy, will play Mark Zuckerberg. And apparently,
he's in character right now. Wherever he is, Jeremy Strong is in character as Mark Zuckerberg.
Apparently, from Matt Bellany, who covers the movie industry for Puck, said that it will break the internet. His version of Mark Zuckerberg will break the internet. So,
okay, so you just said something that surprised me.
Okay.
You said Social Network, and I think it's right there, is your favorite movie of this century.
Yes.
You like that more than Devil Wears Prada?
I mean, different vibes, but yes, I do like The Social Network better. Okay, so let me show you. So Letterboxd has a 4 favorites, and both of those are on my 4 favorites.
On your 4 favorites, meaning all-time favorites?
Yes, they're.
By the way, Bill Simmons, he does a podcast called The Rewatchables that I love.
So like the 4 favorites I have are Social Network, Devil Wears Prada, A League of Their Own, and The Worst Person in the World.
I haven't seen The Worst Person in the World. What's that about?
So
is that a Trier movie?
It's a Joachim Trier movie. It's Norwegian. It's about a girl kind of in like a crisis at 27.
Mm-hmm.
And
you and I have identical tastes in movies. I loved all 3 of the other ones. I haven't seen the one I just interrupted.
And these are your all-time favorites?
All-time favorites. I would say I could go to at any point in time, and you're starring in one of them. I guess.
That's right. I am Angry Fan number 3.
Interesting twist. Bill Simmons does this Rewatchables. They've done over 400 movies.
Oh, yeah.
And so a couple months ago, him and Chris Ryan and Sean Fennessy, he didn't tell Ryan and Fantasy. He said, let's try and determine what the most rewatchable movies are of all time.
Of all time.
Like, if you see them, you stop what you're doing. And his number one
was? Wait, you guess.
Rewatchable movie of all time. I mean, I thought it would be Heat because he loves Heat so much.
Godfather?
No. Devil Wears Prada.
Yes.
Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah. He said his wife, his daughter, and him, if they come. And
it's incredibly rewatchable.
It is.
I started thinking about it, and it's been airing a lot now because Devil Wears Prada 2 comes out. I've probably seen that movie 25 times.
It's a nearly perfect movie.
Yeah, there are no wasted scenes
Except
anywhere.
for Entourage Boy, the boyfriend.
Oh,
what the heck?
What's his name? Zach?
Adrian Grenier.
Adrian Grenier, right.
Here's why I disagree. I think he is perfect for that role. You didn't want a boyfriend that upstaged Anne Hathaway.
It's not a rom-com.
Right. Yeah. You didn't want a boyfriend that she was so head over heels in love with
so you wanted a loser.
Would never leave. No, you needed a guy. The way they cast that, you needed a thing that they were in two different parts of their life. She was ascending. He was kind of stagnant.
Yeah.
And I thought for that purpose, of course you don't want somebody jumping off the screen.
Sure. And I think
they hated him.
They
hated
the way in which he
Grenier.
grills that grilled cheese proves to me he's not a chef.
Not an actual chef,
because that grilled cheese was burnt to a crisp. I think he is just droning and annoying. And maybe, again, that's what you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to be in Anne Hathaway's shoes, loving your job. But I've always described this movie as a rom-com, but the romantic interest is your job. Like, you're in love with this job so much that you'll do anything, even if it's not good for you.
Until she realizes it's bad for her and she gives it all up.
Spoiler.
When I think of this movie...
Are you kidding? It came out in like 2001.
By the way, I am only one stomach flew away from my goal weight. When this movie came out, my brother was dating this guy who was a total a-hole. This is before the growl, so I can get away with this. So he didn't want to go see Devil Wears Prada. So it was me, my mom, dad, Juan, and my brother. And meanwhile, his boyfriend stayed home and was going to cook his dinner. He was a chef. So we finally get back after the movie. Fantastic movie. We all loved it. Get home. There's a plate with 6 meatballs on it. That's it. That's all he made the entire time we're at the movie. 6 meatballs. It was 1 meatball for each of us.
That is insane.
That was effing dinner from this guy. He was such an a-hole.
Well,
or he was like Adrian Grenier, and that's all you know how to cook.
Exactly.
Or, like in the movie, okay, 1 meatball, that's all your meal for the day. Therefore, you're getting ready for Paris.
Like 1 cube of cheese.
I saw Devil Wears Prada with my dad. I honestly saw a lot of these, like, I would say, chick
flicks
with my dad.
So how old were you roughly when that movie came out?
Came out in 2007, I think. So I was 11.
Okay, so and you understood it.
I loved it.
Okay, so here a couple things about this movie. Number one, we got a little bit of time here. Number one, it's my favorite. I know Meryl Streep is like an Academy Award rated unbelievable actress. I know she was in Sophie's Choice. It's my favorite Meryl Streep performance of all time.
Because I would say the other performances from Meryl Streep are not rewatchable. The Kramer versus Kramer, Sophie's Choice, Iron Lady, not rewatchable.
That's a tough movie.
Yeah, but I would argue Kramer versus Kramer, she's great.
Oh, she's terrific.
I'm not going to Kramer versus Kramer all the time.
Were you a child of divorce?
No.
Okay.
I'm not firing up Kramer versus Kramer on a Friday night, but I will fire up Devil Wears Prada.
Sure. And I also think, by the way, it's going to go down as one of her most, if not her most iconic.
Did she get nominated for anything?
She did. She got nominated for Best Actress.
Okay. But just didn't win. The Best Actress won was to Helen Mirren for The Queen.
All right. So here's another really cool kind of weird thing about the Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
So Emily Blunt is a bartender in London, and she's trying to become an actress.
Right.
And her phone rings when she's on her shift, and she walks out of the bar and she takes her phone with her.
Yep.
And her agent says, "You got it. You got Devil Wears Prada." And she was so overwhelmed by it, she refused to quit her job because she thought this is too good to be true.
Yeah.
You're telling me I'm in a movie. I've never been in a big movie.
Wow.
And you got me a part where I'm playing opposite Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway.
And Anne Hathaway was still pretty big
in
at
a
that time.
gigantic movie. So fast forward to the movie. She's nervous, excited. She kills it.
Yep.
Her sister comes to visit her on the set. And Stanley Tucci is now married to Emily Blunt's sister.
Yeah,
and Emily Blunt's married to the guy from The Office.
John
Krasinski,
right. What a
The Quiet Place together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the movie is nearly perfect, but so is The Social Network.
What do you think the opening weekend's going to be?
So it's already tracking at 66 now.
66 million.
So I think. So I was listening to a podcast this morning. They think they're probably going to. Amanda Dobbins from The Big Picture thinks that it could get to 210 domestic.
210 total domestic.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Brian is waving, is gesticulating.
He's done with Devil Wears Prada.
Shut up! The show is starting.
That concludes the Devil Wears Prada 2 pregame show. We're coming up next on the radio and on the app and on YouTube.
No copays. I'm telling you that you get things like a generic Z-Pack to help you get well faster and handle what are really a bunch of common and in some cases more serious illnesses. But let's get you and your family to have this care kit in your home. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in just minutes and it's shipped to your door immediately, and we'll save you $45 when you use our promo code 710. It's urgentcarekit.com/710, urgentcarekit.com/710, and you're saving $45.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. And you know I love my cake. So I get that big birthday energy without any sugar guilt. The bottle's small, easy to toss in my bag, and perfect when I need a quick, tasty caffeine boost to cakeify my day. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Adam Schefter here. You know the feeling when a candidate just stands out? Not just their resume, but their energy. That makes a difference. If you're hiring, you want a candidate who's passionate, but you can't get that insight from a resume unless you post your job on ZipRecruiter. Their matching technology finds qualified candidates fast, and ZipRecruiter has a new feature that shows you the most interested qualified candidates first. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Here we go. 12 o'clock on the biggest show on the radio. God, it's so good that you're back, Mace.
I am so excited to be back.
I actually missed you a little bit.
Thank you. I did kind of miss you as well,
really?
But not really.
No,
I mostly missed you.
Why do you have to make it nice and then make it hurt?
I was making it nice. I missed you mostly.
He didn't miss you at all.
Probably not,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I
it
like
is Chris.
You when I don't miss you when I'm gone. By the way, did you hear the good news, Chris?
Which part? The Lakers are the 4 seed?
No. Even better. The Kings are in.
Yeah, the
Kings are in.
How about that, you puckhead?
I watched that last night.
Everybody's been talking to us about magic numbers and how we needed this and how it's going to be this crazy week and blah, blah, blah. And everything broke right for them. They're in. Play the backups.
I put on the game last night. I saw Quentin Byfield score a goal.
Well, look at you.
Yeah.
Why don't we do it?
Luke Robitaille coming on today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it with Marty McSorley or no? Just a minute.
No, he was last week and you dodged
Let's talk about that. Start the show.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland. Your Tuesday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon.
You know the one thing, Mace, is when you're not here, Johnny I and I talk a lot more.
Oh, really?
There's phone conversations.
Out of necessity.
Oh,
yeah.
There are phone conversations?
A lot of phone conversations.
We used to meet in a bar, but now that Chris doesn't drink anymore, we just talk on the phone.
Okay, so what are the phone conversations
He woke me up
about?
from a nap.
They're mostly
at one
about
point.
you.
They're about me?
Yeah.
Like in what respect?
In how you drive us crazy.
I'm driving everybody crazy now?
No, I'm totally making
now you're in my head.
I know.
We're 2 minutes into the show. You're in my head.
I proposed this to Johnny I.
Completely made it up.
I proposed this to him last week that the next contract go around for you two next year, I believe.
I don't know. I don't keep track.
Oh, yeah. Well, never mind.
No
that
clue.
Johnny I puts in the clause into his contract that you, Steve Mason, are only allowed to take vacation outside of Lakers season and Christmas.
But wait a minute. The reason I don't like that idea is I am incredibly restricted from when I can go. Why do I want him to be restricted?
Because you have to do so much more work when he's on vacation.
But I see these two things as not interrelated. John, you run a good show.
Yeah, it does create a lot more work for
I'm sure it creates a lot more work.
And the reason that this all started because that Friday you took off, I think I was in Dallas.
And
I
that was the
flying
day after
from
the
Oklahoma
OKC
City
game,
to
right?
Dallas. And Emily just said, Ramona texted Emily on a plane and said, hey, it turns out I can come in tomorrow, so you give Mace the day off.
Yeah.
So Emily gives you the day off, and nobody ever talked to me.
Oh.
And I thought,
because I texted you and said I would be in.
Right. And so I didn't do any work.
Oh.
And then I did the Oklahoma City game, so I pulled an all-nighter that night.
Yeah.
I got in at like 3 a.m. I just stayed up. I did the show, and I said, "Hey, Em, keep me in the loop on this."
Yeah.
And she said, "Okay, next." Because all right, moment of honesty.
Yeah, sure, do it.
Much like when I do games with Michael, Ramona just shows up.
Oh yeah,
yeah. She's not bringing anything.
She'll roll along with anything.
Yeah, but so and by the way, most guest hosts are like that.
Yeah,
Andy occasionally will provide some content, but other than him, nobody.
Yeah.
Is the rumor true that you took that Friday off after Gregory Arthur Bergman in the Greg Bergman School of Content belittled you and yelled at you about content, and then you took the next day off? That was a rumor going around.
It's not.
I don't think those two things are connected. I think.
Wait a minute. What did he yell about content? I never heard him say anything.
That's what I heard.
No, I think you're confusing stories. What Greg was at.
What's going on with you in these headphones?
Yeah, he's really having a hard time. That's all right.
But I don't need them. I'm just talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, I love that hat. You should wear it more.
Yeah.
I tried to.
What's the Bergman thing?
The Bergman thing was he was mad at you that you impromptu asked for a day off when there was no replacement fill-ins.
No, I said I would only take it off if there was a replacement
but there were.
fill-in.
I think.
Yeah, Ramona came through.
But again, Emily didn't tell anybody.
Oh,
She didn't tell me. She didn't tell Greg. She just said, "Hey, Mace, Ramona can work. You're off." And Bergman's like, "What the hell?"
Right.
There's a
talked to him
process
about
to these things.
Yeah, there's a process. There is a process.
You have to have the legislation. Gregory Arthur Bergman sign off.
It was not a content issue. Definitely not content. We have so much content.
Yeah,
we don't have enough.
We don't have enough show today, Chris.
Yeah, we have so much going on.
We have
There's
Dr.
no possible
all your
way.
favorite guys are coming in today. Dr. Clapper's
Dr.
coming
Clapper.
on. Luke's coming on.
The Luke Robitaille show.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yep.
Today.
But no Michael and Pepe today.
No,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, really?
There's no game, but they're so bored that they're coming in tomorrow, both of them, and Michael's doing the game.
By the way, Dr.
In full disclosure, I asked him to come in.
Dr. Clapper is one of the guests on the new Mason Plus podcast, which came out
Man,
today.
you're just recycling our guests onto your show.
It is Scott Wolf, the actor, plus Dr. Clapper and Deacon Fry from the Eagles. What? What are you laughing about?
I missed the window.
They do a little bit together. Like you and Bergman did a little bit together.
The thumbs up, thumbs down?
The thumbs up, thumbs down, yeah.
By the way, who's taller, Mike Trudell or Scott Wolf?
Trudell? I think Scott, they're both like 5'9", but Trudell's closer to 5'10".
Okay.
Now, apparently Scott...
And Trudell's a good athlete. Like, he can jump out of the gym. So
Scott.
He plays bigger. Trudell plays bigger.
Scott's a hockey player.
So one of the
plays in all
greatest
the celebrity games.
One of the greatest moments in television. There was a TV show in the late 90s called Action with our friend Jay Moore.
Yep. Oh, yeah,
I remember that.
And
Jay Moore.
Jay always is bothered that I keep bringing up Action. He's like, let it go. It was like 30 years ago. But it meant a lot to me as a kid.
Okay.
Well, I was a teenager, but so. There was a scene with him and Scott Wolf. And remember, Jay is playing like this Hollywood movie producer, and Scott Wolf wants a part. And Jay Moore's like, what are you going to do? And he says some things that I can't repeat.
Right.
But one of the greatest scenes.
Casting couch.
Is Jay. Well, basically, like, you're a little guy. What are you going to do? Like, you got to go get a foot stand to perform. You know what I mean?
Right. Beach basket.
Yeah.
But, Tom Cruise is short. There's a lot. Dustin Hoffman's
But none of us actually feel that when we're watching the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was a funny scene.
Short people are successful in Hollywood.
Michael B. Jordan is short.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. How tall is Michael B. Jordan?
I want to say he's probably under 6 for sure.
Under 6, but I mean, Tom Cruise is like 5'5".
No, he's not 5'5", but he's like 5'8".
But he's a powerful 5'8".
If you put him next to Mary Lou Retton, they're the same height.
Which is why if you watch his movies, a lot of times he works with shorter actresses.
Yes, that is true.
Because they don't want to, and which is why it was weird he married Nicole Kidman.
Who's tall.
Who's 5'10".
Yeah, very tall. So
all right, so did you guys watch the Dodger game last night?
Yeah, watched it last night. Wrobo.
This is an embarrassment of riches.
Yep.
It really is. Justin Robleski, and think about this. Right now, he probably moved up a spot last night, but right now he's their 6th starter.
Yeah.
And we were talking about yesterday on the show, what are we going to do about Roki Sasaki? He's struggling. Sasaki is going to get pushed out naturally in a numbers game.
Yeah, when Blake Snell comes back, I think that'll
because
be
if the playoffs
Sasaki.
started. So think about this: Robleski almost threw a no-hitter last night, almost threw a perfect game. I think he gave up 2 hits.
2 hits. What's weird, by the way, only 2 strikeouts, so he was pitching to contact all
right.
night.
But if the season ended today, it would be, and assuming Snell was healthy, it would be Yamamoto game 1, Shohei game 2, Glasnow game 3, Snell game 4. Wroblewski wouldn't even get a start in the playoffs. And there's just no room for Sasaki, which is why I know you and I always argue about this. You should move Sasaki to the bullpen now because that's where he's going to pitch in the postseason.
Yeah, I think they've made certain promises to Sasaki, and I think that's why he's where he is and why they're continuing to kind of work through this. And I think they want to, by the way, particularly with other Japanese players, I think they do have different rules. And I think one of them that was an agreement going in was that Sasaki wouldn't spend a lot of time at Oklahoma City, and that's why we're seeing him work it out. But, John, Wroblewski,
I'll take the hit for you. I have to go to Oklahoma City for a week in about 2 weeks when the Lakers shocked the world in round one.
Yes, they're going to.
I said this yesterday. Wroblewski would be in the starting rotation for 28 other teams.
Starting rotation, Mace, he'd be top of the rotation. He'd be starting 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Probably for every other team in their division.
And he's our piggyback guy, and we haven't seen Gavin Stone yet. We have, by the way, and you mentioned Emmett Sheehan.
Emmett Sheehan's good.
Yeah.
River Ryan hasn't pitched yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an embarrassment.
They're absolutely loaded.
All right, the other thing that happened last night, Chris, did you see this? Incredible game in the Bronx. Incredible.
Yeah.
Mike Trout, turned back the clock, and he looked like MVP Mike Trout. The Angels and the Yankees just got into this slugfest, and Judge would hit a mammoth home run. Then Trout would hit a mammoth home run. Then Judge hit another one. Then Trout hit another one.
It was a game full of monster dongs.
Monster dongs, exactly. And then the Angels lost like only the Angels can.
I mean,
10-10, bottom of the ninth. We're thinking this game has to end in a walk-off homer. It did end in a walk-off, but not on a homer. Listen to this.
3-2. And it gets away. Here comes Caballero. And the Yankees walk it off. They win this one 11-10. Oh, what a game here in the Bronx.
All right, they win 11-10 because the Angels wild pitched the winning run in.
Oh, my God.
They don't have John Sternway doing the Yankees win anymore, right?
No, that was Michael Kay, our friend Michael Kay.
Yeah, that was Michael. Yeah. Is John Sternway
I think
retired?
he retired. Yeah.
No. He retired, then came back for the postseason, and now I think he's back for selected games.
But this was on Yes Network, so it was their TV guys, which is Michael Kay.
See, that's what Mace is going to do. He's going to retire eventually, but then he's going to keep coming back.
Tell me if you guys agree with this.
I won't go away.
I know.
He's never leaving.
I hope you don't.
I won't go away.
That's Sedano and Cap. They're going to retire and come back.
Yeah.
Like Sedano's going to get so mad one morning he's going to walk out, and then he'll be back 2 days later.
That actually might happen soon this week.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
But
from what I hear,
Mace, tell me if you agree with this.
Okay.
They won't do it.
Yeah.
Again, they won't do it because they're the Angels. But shouldn't their GM, Perry Manazian, be on the phone today offering Mike Trout to every team in the league?
Who wants Mike Trout?
After last night, probably some dumb GM thinks he's back.
He makes way too much money.
But he's hitting. Look at him over his last 3 or 4 games.
Okay, but it's a super small sample size.
Exactly why you put him on the block right now.
Super small sample size.
And you hope that Brian Cashman watched that last night and went, huh. And Panasian should say, give us your top 3 prospects. You can have Mike Trout.
He's good for 100 games. Well, no, I was going to say he's good for 100 games a year, but I see 82 games, 29 games, 53 games.
Exactly why you do it now.
Yeah, there's no market for Mike Trout.
Speaking of Halo Honks, you know what you missed last week?
What?
Guess who texted Johnny I during the show last Tuesday?
Oh, let me take a shot. Was it Roger Lodge?
It was.
Yeah.
Do you know why, right?
No, why?
Okay, there was a game while you were on vacation that I declared, and Roger agrees with me.
Yeah.
The greatest defensive game by an outfielder in the history
Joe Adele,
of baseball.
It was unbelievable.
He brought back 3 home runs in a game the Angels won 1-0. You know, I'm making fun of the Angels in the way that game ended last night. The Angels actually aren't terrible this year.
Right.
Not yet.
No, they're right around 500.
But it's April.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is why trade Mike Trout right now. Now, you can get if you would have tried to make this call a week ago, you got nothing.
Listen, Perry Manazian would just give him away. I'll take
exactly why you do it.
You
now.
take the salary, give us a draft pick, and we're happy.
Best game in years.
Oh yeah,
but they won't do it.
No,
and
they will
free
not.
soda,
and
like
the
in
Angel
Moneyball.
fans don't want them to do it.
Will not. No,
because we want to finish last
that is
again.
absolutely
and
not.
miss the playoffs for the 12th consecutive year.
You are missing this. You're missing this. Trout is not tradable. You keep wanting him trade. Mike Trout has no market
now.
Correct.
Yeah,
he has no market now. That's when you want to make the
mistake
trade.
with Shohei. They knew a year away they weren't going to offer Shohei a contract, and he walked for nothing. Trout's going to end his career as an Angel, and they get nothing.
And playing 30 games a year. I mean,
let him play for your other team.
He's one of the greatest players I've ever seen. Mike Trout.
Okay,
One
he
of the
doesn't
greatest
care about
players
winning.
I've ever seen.
He doesn't care about winning.
Well, or he cares
out
about loyalty. I'm not sure which.
I just figured out the dumb team that
loyalty.
I just figured out the dumb team that might overpay for Trout.
Padres.
Don't you think?
No.
Offer him to the Padres.
No. Well, sure, you can offer him. Padres aren't that
Hey,
dumb.
Padres, you're chasing the
Hey,
Dodgers.
Padres.
This is your chance.
Hey, A.J. Preller.
One of the greatest.
Mike Trout.
One of the greatest players in baseball history is yours if the price is right, and the price is basically zero.
By the way, the place would be Philly.
Where you grew up.
That would be the place.
He grew up in New Jersey and grew up a Phillies fan.
They don't have a DH because they have does Kyle Schwarber still with them?
Kyle Schwarber's in fact, hit 2 home runs last night.
Right,
yeah.
so he's still with them, so they don't have a DH spot, so he'd have to play in the field.
But
which he is doing right now. Yeah, he's doing right now with the Angels, but again, who knows how long it's going to take, so he can't take days off of the field to be a DH on that team. So it's kind of a bigger bind for the Phillies.
Yeah. I think they're the one team that would be interested.
But yeah, he's from there.
He's from there. All right, coming up next for you. If LeBron gets them through this series, John Ireland, is it the most impressive thing he has ever done? Let's do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, live Imaging Tuesday, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
In that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end April 30th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Pizza Hut is bringing the heat with their new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, finished with buttery garlic parm seasoning in every bite. And right now, grab a large pizza with any 3 toppings for just $11.99, delivery or carryout. When you're hungry for big flavor, keep the Pizza Hut coming with the $11.99 large 3-topping deal. Order now at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese and toppings, stuffed crust, and original pan.
LAFC is one step away from the semifinals.
LAFC 3, Cruz Azul 0 at Vivo Stadium.
After a dominant 3-0 win in leg 1, the black and gold head to Mexico to face Cruz Azul in the deciding leg 2.
Son Heung-min with a goal! Oh, and the counterattack lightning quick for the black and gold!
Can LAFC take care of business and punch their ticket to the semifinals? LAFC Cruz Azul, leg 2, tonight at 5:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
12:17 on a Live Imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence. When you were a wacky DJ, did you play Sade?
Of course played Sade. You know, she was inducted or is made the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's why we're playing it,
Yeah,
Jack.
that's why we're playing it. Sade is awesome. I remember going to the American Music Awards. She performed a song, and Dick Clark came out beforehand. It was a weird song. Sade is amazing. Is it Sade or Sade?
Sade.
Sade.
You can call it Sade, though,
Sade.
if you want.
And Dick Clark came out and he warned everybody. He said, "Now this is a very unusual performance. I want you to just bear with it." And it's and she was great, but it was like not straight up pop American Music Awards thing. Remember when that was a show? The American Music Awards was a big show.
Are the AMAs still a thing?
I don't know.
I think so.
Is it?
Yeah, I think
it
they're still going.
exists. I don't know if they televise it anymore.
Chris, let me see if I can say. Well, Chris will understand it. James Worthy once said to me, "You can't close the deal with Sade. It ain't happening."
No, you should be able to close men and women.
Yeah. That is
whatever
get
you
down
want.
music.
I did close several deals
with Sade.
With Sade,
Men or women?
Men.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It works for everybody.
It does.
It works for everybody. All right, so could this, John, be if somehow, and I don't think any of us really expect it to happen.
I do.
You'd expect it to happen.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Dream big.
Would this be, and again, here you got LeBron James trying to carry this team past the Houston Rockets. Would this be, where would this rank on his list of accomplishments? LeBron James leading a team almost single-handedly to a win in the first round in a series where they're heavy underdogs.
At 41.
At 41.
It would be impressive.
It would be.
Not even close to the greatest achievement of his career.
Right.
Not even close. That would be 2016.
Down 3-1.
And to a team that won 73 games, more than any team in the history of the NBA.
Yep.
That's LeBron's crowning achievement, no matter what anybody else wants to say.
But this would be an interesting cherry on top if he pulls it off.
Impressive as hell. Would rewrite the narrative about the end of his career.
Hope and fear. That's what we believe here, and it's hope.
Hope.
They win this series and move to the second round against the Thunder. Johnny Ives in OKC doing wacky stuff.
Wacky.
Heck yeah.
It would be like when Tom Brady nearly beat the Rams in that, divisional round?
Yeah.
Almost by himself. He was down by a lot, almost came back in that 2021 when the Rams went to the Super Bowl. They were up against it.
For the
love of the game route.
The love of the game route.
But yeah, I think it's not going to overdo that 3-1, but I can see it going right underneath it in terms of how improbable it is that he himself at 41, the state of game he is, with people that will be playing with him, could do this.
All right, mates, let's do a thought experiment.
Okay.
Lakers win Saturday. We don't know when game 2 is yet.
We still don't know?
Don't know.
Wow.
Saturday, game 1, Lakers win. Would you switch your series pick to the Lakers?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Win game 2 and go back. They just hold home court.
Hold home court?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got every reason to be optimistic.
But would you change your series pick to the Lakers?
No.
If they win game 3.
And they're up 3-0?
Now they're up 3-0.
Oh, yeah, no. Nobody survives 3-0. But you're creating a scenario.
Yes, I am.
So if they win the first 3, will they win a fourth is basically what you're
I want to
asking.
know at what point I can get you to come over to my side.
2-0.
That the Lakers have a chance.
2-0.
2-0 would do it.
2-0.
M, after 2-0. So all they did was hold home court.
No, I'd still pick the Rockets.
Brian?
Oh, 2-0, yes, I would.
2-0, you spot us 2-0.
And it also means they figured something out.
Right,
right?
Sure. Yeah.
That maybe Marcus Smart figured out a way to impact the series, or DeAndre Ayton showed up.
Yeah.
Or,
You see on ESPN, they asked, all the NBA insiders and reporters to pick who would win the series. They didn't ask Ramona. She was not one of the picks here. But everybody picked the Rockets except for one person. Mark J. Spears picked
that a boy, Mark
Lakers
Spears.
in 6.
Mark,
nice.
That a boy, Mark. I knew I always liked you. Let's go. And I think Mark technically is on Anscape. Isn't that the sister
with ESPN.
site?
With
to
ESPN,
yeah.
By the way,
Chris, I said yesterday, remember that scene in Titanic when those guys are in tuxedos playing music? That's me. I'm on the boat. I am prepared to go down as a gentleman, but I am not going down yet.
Well,
if you're going to go down,
you can swim.
If you're going to go down, you always want to go down as a gentleman.
Absolutely.
That's key.
That is, believe me, that's the truth. Kings clinched their playoff spot last night. They're looking to keep up their win streak as they take on the Canucks tonight in Vancouver. Pre-game coverage starts at 7, leading you right up to face-off at 7:30. After the game, keep it here for Kings Talk with Sam Batesh, Sam Boney, your spot to react and break it all down. Catch every moment on ESPN LA 710 and the ESPN LA app. Just tap the Kings play-by-play tile, the home of the LA Kings.
All right, so I want to get Chris's reaction to this because I think it's the first time you've had a chance to speak on it.
Okay.
You have been mocking openly Marty McSorley for over a year.
He was dressed like a homeless guy at the game.
Yeah, and I think that's the very first thing you said.
Probably.
And then Luke Robitaille made it apparent to you that Marty was not happy.
Right.
And that he wanted to come in here and, in Luke's word, beat your ass.
Yes.
So we had arranged for Marty to maybe come in last week.
Yes.
And originally he was going to come in Thursday. It didn't work because there were no Mason and no Ireland.
So that was the day I was open to it.
And then Friday. Now, Chris, you work more hours.
Yes.
And more days.
Yes.
Than anyone here.
Yes.
At this radio station.
Yes.
Oftentimes you're the John Ireland
all
of
weekend
of,
long,
of 710.
everything.
You're growing 7 days a week.
Yes.
The one day you decide not to come in is Friday when Marty McSorley comes on.
So
explain, please.
So I left the morning show. So basically, Thursday night, we went to Springsteen at the Forum, which is incredible.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Did he go long as usual?
3 hours, and it was incredible. And a lot of political stuff, but the way he did it was incredible. It was one. I've seen him 10 times in my lifetime.
By the way, if you're somebody who does not, I've seen Springsteen around that time too. He's one of my favorite artists. But if you are somebody who doesn't like to mix politics with your music,
he's not your guy.
Don't go to Bruce.
No,
because he's going to speak his mind.
He did it in an amazing way that was just incredible. But we didn't get back to the East Central till, I don't know, midnight, by the time you get out of Inglewood and the Forum and everything. So I said, well, I'll do 2 hours of the morning show because Lindsay was out. So I didn't want to leave Greg. You know, we have a pretty large show, and when one of us is out, I said, I'll do 2 hours, but I'm leaving at 9 a.m. I'm not going to do the YouTube hour because Friday's goal, and it's been on the calendar for a while, was I wasn't even going to be here Friday at all.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be home, Masters Friday, taking it all in. I consume 19 hours.
You blew off Marty McSorley to watch the Masters?
Here's the other thing. Let me give you another
second round?
Hold on for a second.
Chris, let me just do you a favor here. 1, 2, 3, 4 TVs
right
in here.
That's not the
3
same
in there.
as
multitasking.
Is being at not my house, but Stephanie's house with Otis the Bunny.
Yeah.
That's more important to me than anything.
Okay.
Because my heart rate gets down to 48. I am calm. I am at peace. Nevertheless.
And until you started, like me, rooting for Bryson DeChambeau and realizing he wasn't going to make the cut.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's the other wrinkle. And you should respect this, Johnny I. What I said when this first came in, when Sam Boney brought this up, I said, couple things. Let me tell you a 3 things. Friday, not going to be here. We'll think about Thursday, but John's not going to be here. He's on the road and no Mace. This doesn't make sense.
Right.
And here's the other thing. I do Tuesdays on Mason Ireland.
Yes.
I don't need to be on the air more. I don't need to stick myself on Mason and Ireland more.
It feels like you ducked a fight.
Yeah, no, here's the thing, though. Rouse, it's not just coming in for an extra day. It's specifically something that you have promised, a toe-to-toe battle with Marty McSorley. I would think that you would juggle everything to do it.
Than you.
True.
Plus, you got one of them little Comrex boxes at the Otis the Bunny's house, and you jump on
so
there.
So all of us are going to be on Comrex with Marty McSorley?
You could be for Marty McSorley.
Well, I didn't know that was an option. I could have jumped on Comrex. But here's the more important thing. You wouldn't have been here.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not the square off we want. And final thing I said.
Yep.
I said, is Altieri the great SVP of hair product at the Kings? We love Altieri.
And he does have a great lettuce.
Very,
oh, my God.
Very
you just
jealous.
look at it and you get excited. I do.
Yeah.
Does he realize, is Marty ready for me? I'm not a guy who backs down. So I'm going to look at Marty and go, yeah, I thought you were dressed like a homeless guy.
You won't only back down, you will cower in the corner in the fetal position.
What's he going to do?
He will
Hurt
high
me?
stick you. It will be a curved stick.
I don't mind a curved stick once in a while.
He may get the actual curved stick that screwed the Lakers in the 91 finals. Stanley Cup Finals, and whack you in the head with it.
But so Marty comes in here and he throws me against the wall. I'm ready for it.
Nice.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, you would cower in the corner like Otis the Bunny. You'd be a little bunny over there.
Little bunny.
How
like a little bunny.
How was the Marty segment? Was it everything you wanted?
He was great.
Was he great?
But it didn't get the payoff we were looking for because you weren't here.
But neither was Mace.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why we postponed it.
Okay.
So maybe next year.
So when he comes in again.
But of course, the chances of Mason being here next year is also 50-50.
You never know. You never know. It's 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will come in a McSorley jersey if we can find one.
Yeah.
And I will say, why were you dressed beating that King's drum in 2024 as a homeless person? They can't get you some clothes?
God. Yeah. See, this is the kind of thing.
And then he's going to tell me, like Luke always does, oh, well, he was injured a lot in your career. Does that mean you have to dress like a homeless person?
Right. Yeah.
And then,
you can bring, and then you're going to hear it.
Okay.
You're going to hear it, and you're going to feel it.
I want to feel it.
Yeah. By the way,
Marty told a great story when he was on. He said that at one point there was a guy on the other team that was killing the Kings.
Yeah.
And it was like a star player, like, Lemieux or somebody. And Marty skates over to the other team's bench, and he goes, hey, if you guys don't get somebody out here to fight me, I'm taking Mario out.
Wow.
And the bench all looked at him like, what? He goes, I'm serious. And he skates away. And the bench starts looking, and they sent some fourth line guy out there to fight him.
Yeah, right,
Just
right.
to keep Marty out of the fight. He goes, that's the type of crap we used to pull. And I went, wow. Yeah, you can't let him take out your star player.
No. So I got a question for you guys.
All right.
Is this beard going to happen?
I don't think it looks bad.
I'm trying to make it happen so hard, but there's nothing here and there's nothing here.
I kind of like
Do you?
Yeah, no, you don't want to look like Grizzly Adams. So
How much facial hair have you ever had? Have you ever had a full beard?
I'm at max.
Really?
This is as much beard as I've ever grown.
Emily, I don't think it looks bad. Do you think it looks bad?
No, I think it looks good.
Yeah.
How many days is that?
This is about...
That's a month.
Yeah, this is about 3 weeks.
Really?
This is about 3 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been able to do it, but I'm trying. I'm making a lot of effort.
See, Chris has a full beard.
Yeah, full beard.
Yours looks fine.
You've never had facial hair.
No, not since. If I'm still doing anything publicly, I don't put on facial hair, but I will when I'm done.
Will you? Wait a minute. So you're just waiting until you're done?
I grew a playoff beard 1 year for the Kings.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
And they went to the Stanley Cup.
That's right.
And won.
All right, coming up next, I would like to tell you all that my plan is for April, but it's got to stay private. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
No,
it's got to stay private.
I don't understand. You're making, as usual, you're making no sense.
I'll explain why next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
So Jason Stewart, he would always give very bizarre gift cards as holiday gifts.
Okay.
And they would have really weird amounts to very weird places.
Okay.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
He gave me a 7-Eleven gift card one Christmas for $71.11. Okay.
Oh, it's a lot of 7-Eleven right there, man.
I think I still have like $40 left on it. And he gave it to me 25 years ago.
So much stuff for $70.
You know how hard it is to spend $70 at 7-Eleven? You could eat for a month at 7-Eleven.
I could, man. Every day, cookies, pizzas, taquitos, Slurpees, Big Ghosts, everything.
I like he's got the menu memorized. Like you would think he was reading that off his laptop. He's just going by his last order.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
It's almost Earth Day, and that's when I like to grow things like pansies. And money in my pocket at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Rewards members get a free Earth Day reusable utensil set the 22nd while supplies last.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Polaris Razor Pro R Ultimate April 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Pool season is on. The Oasis Pool and Lazy River are open. Party in the cabana.
Morongo. Good times.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I am grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Shell.
A little Oasis.
Nice.
12:32 on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence, Mason and Ireland.
Yeah.
The biggest show on the radio, the Hall of Famers, back again for at least one more week.
One more week.
Until Mace takes vacation
1
again.
week guarantee. 1 week guarantee.
You got to get bored with all this vacation.
I never get bored by vacation. And by the way, if you go back, if you're scoring at home,
and if you're scoring at home, why are you listening to this show?
Most of my time comes during the summer.
Uh-huh.
It does. Most of my time comes during the summer.
Words, more coming up, Chris.
Yeah. Stay tuned for summer.
Yeah.
So this candy bar right here is called a zero bar. Have you ever had a zero bar?
Throw it over. I don't think.
Oh, you didn't throw it very well.
Here.
What does the zero represent?
It's not calories. I started eating these things.
Oh, so you're like Regina
Yes,
George
looks
in
like
Mean
healthy
Girls?
bars. It's a total
Yeah.
Regina George situation. It's a zero bar, so I'm like, oh, it must be healthy, so I eat one.
There's not
Then I
very
look
much
at
protein in this.
No, it's 420 calories.
Oh, my gosh.
What's the
420 calories.
But what is the zero
Yeah, what's the
reference?
zero
Yeah,
for?
zero makes no sense.
Read the ingredients out loud.
No,
Okay. No. All right. So it's got fat. It's got carbs.
Yep.
It's got 19 grams of sugar.
19 grams of
It's
sugar.
got 17 grams of
Louise.
added sugar, which puts the
Oh,
sugar
my
at
God.
34%. This is basically
now-
like eating a Snickers
So can
bar.
I
This will
say-
put me back in the hospital.
I ate 2 of them before checking the calorie count, and then I brought the rest of them to the station, figuring somebody here is going to eat them. The
I'll
MCs
eat it right
are-
now. Can I eat this?
Yeah, go for it.
I will sample it and give an
Oh,
on-air
yeah,
review.
give an on-air review of the zero bar. I don't even
But
know
what-
where you get these
but
things.
what is the zero? Where did you get
First
it?
of all, it's covered in white chocolate.
covered
How
in
did
white
you-
chocolate.
That should have been your first giveaway.
Caramel, peanut, almond nougat
This is-
covered with white fudge.
Hey, Chris, this is basically a Snickers bar or a 100 grand bar.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you guys watch Parks and Recreation? I know most people don't because I did the game on it last week and
Right.
no one got it right.
Oh, okay.
So in it, there's a joke where they're talking about how
This is way too good to be
It is. It's not
to be
good.
an energy bar.
Yeah.
there's a child-sized soda, but it's huge, and they say, well, it's as if a child was liquefied and put into a bottle that's the size of a child. Anyway, whatever. You got to see the show. That was fun. People who listen to Parks and Rec thought it was funny.
No. If you get it, you get it, right?
That big,
You know, you know.
That may have been the most flat you've ever fallen on.
Yeah,
this
that was a
show.
That is
rough one.
accurate.
That was
That
a
is
rough
accurate.
run. Yeah, these everybody have a zero bar. They're all good. You know, I broke the record on this vacation, by the way.
Oh, here's why it's called zero. I just chat GPT'd
Okay,
it.
good.
It goes to the name because it's cool. Zero equals cool or cold. When it first came out in the 1920s, it was promoted as a cool.
1920s?
Yeah, exactly. Well, typical mess.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to eat a zero bar, see?
It was promoted as a cool candy bar you could enjoy even in hot weather.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
guessing because of the white
How
fudge.
did you miss this?
What, the calorie count?
The giant circle on the left side
Yeah,
of the candy bar
true.
that says 140 calories per 1/3 of a bar.
There's like 600 calories in
It's
this.
insane. It really
You-
is
you
the
did-
Regina
he
George
did.
thing.
He went
the
full.
Caltine bars.
He went full Regina George
Yeah.
on us.
Well, okay, here's what you should have done is not told any of us and
Oh,
said,
just
wow,
said,
this
hey,
is
try
great
these.
thing.
These are health bars. You know, I gained 8 pounds during this vacation.
I know why.
8 pounds and a
I
couple
know
of zero
why.
bars in the money.
The
Wow.
original ads played up the idea of zero heat or staying cool.
There you go.
Where did you find these again?
Juan's dad sent them to me for my birthday. He said they're his favorite bars.
Did he
And I'm
say
like-
they were cool?
He said he just said they're his favorite candy bars.
Does Juan's dad know?
He may not. He may not. He may think it's 0 calories. When I first looked at it, I'm like, oh, there's 0 calories.
Is it good
in
though,
this.
John?
It's great.
It's delicious. It really is. Covered in
You want
white
the other
fudge.
half?
Are you kidding me?
No.
It's delicious.
Oh, yeah, I'll have the other half.
Here we go.
So Lane Kiffin put out
Mace,
a.
you want to share it with me like Cappy and I do
No,
sometimes?
I don't think so. You eat that bar on your own. So
I don't really know.
Lane Kiffin put out.
I know. That's what I said.
A tweet, John.
Okay, what's it say?
It's got a piece of paper taped to a wall, and says "Plan for April, stay private." Well, he's already broken that rule. He's
By
posting it.
Yeah.
Work hard, dress well, eat healthy, talk less. He will never shut up. Do more, live life, be kind, stay humble. Yeah, that's his calling card. Avoid drama, chase goals, love God. Put all that out there. His plan is to stay private, and he immediately tweets out the entire plan for the month.
So if Lane Kiffin, and By the way, Em, I really, really hope he's not the subject of icebreakers today, or else you're going to have to scramble fast.
Okay, got
it. If Lane Kiffin was on icebreakers,
yes,
and I was writing Emily's part,
yes,
I think I would start with overwhelming, a highly successful in his profession, but most people think he's a weasel. Would that not be accurate?
It's pretty close, yeah.
And so for Lane to come out and try and sell that.
Yes.
Stuff. Now, I have never had any problems with Lane.
I would have guessed Nick Sirianni.
Oh, wait. Yeah, of course
okay,
you
that's
would.
that's a good guess.
Yeah.
But how about this? Would sell his mother to win a national title.
Then I'd say maybe Dan Hurley. Even though
but Dan Hurley's already won a national title.
Yeah.
Don't you think Lane would okay, Lane, I'm going to give you $200 million to go to LSU and give you all the resources you want, but you got to sell your mom.
Yeah.
Lane would go.
Probably would.
Done.
Yeah. Stay humble. Stay humble. He's always been so humble. Lane is a very humble man.
A lot of sugar, man.
It is a lot of sugar.
Oh, my God. My teeth hurt from all this sugar.
Are you going to go
wait a minute. Should I call the paramedics now? Are you allowed to eat sugar?
Yeah. But
Okay.
There's so much, chewiness.
Yeah, the fact that you didn't know that was a high-calorie regular candy bar astounds me.
Yeah,
What did you think?
I saw the word zero. I'm like, this must be great for you.
By the way, that's exactly what they were going for.
Yeah, they were going.
Their marketing worked on you.
It's trickery and deceit is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to DeMarco and Trav all week long for your chance to win tickets to the May 22nd Angels-Rangers game at Angels Stadium. When you hear the cue, be caller number 7, you score your tickets. The excitement of Angels baseball lives on ESPN LA and Pechanga Resort Casino, taking you to the game. By the way, I talked to the great Dr. Sugarman yesterday, the voice doctor.
The best.
He says...
Hi, Joe.
He says that my big problem was I ate and drank too much on vacation, and I got acid reflux, and that's what screws up my voice.
By the way, I have some Prevacid in my bag. Did he get you some?
He gave me all kinds of meds for it, yeah.
Yeah, it is, especially as you get older, that's a real thing, particularly when I'm calling games.
Do you have the same thing?
Oh, yeah, and I always have Prevacid with me, and if I stop eating spicy stuff and sugar, it gets better.
Well, I told you, I went to that restaurant called Spicy Town.
Yeah, worst thing you could do.
Spicy Town was the most delicious meal.
By the way, if you go a couple of days and keep your diet in the fairway, get rid of those zero bars right now.
Well, that's why I brought him to work.
No, is this the last one?
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Brian right now.
Here's
Brian,
one more.
eat a zero bar.
Yeah.
Brian,
be ready for the mouth of sugar you're about to get.
But Mace, I'm serious, this will work. If you cut out the sugar and don't eat spicy for 2 days, your voice will be great by Thursday.
It's actually, he gave me some stuff yesterday. Seems to be working, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, he's the best.
The amazing thing about that guy is you and I went back and forth. I called him yesterday, and he called me right back.
He has the best bedside manner. We're talking about Dr. Joe Sugarman in Beverly Hills.
Amazing.
He is the ear, nose, and throat doctor to the stars. It's where if Adele has a concert tonight and she wakes up and she has no voice. True story.
Yeah.
About Joe Sugarman. Who I got from Stu Lance, and Stu got him from Chick Hearn. That's how long Joe's been doing this.
Wow.
So I was working a game in Houston.
Yep.
And I woke up, and for whatever reason, I had nothing.
Yep.
I had no voice. And I called Sugarman, and he could hear that I had no voice. He goes, all right, I'm going to send this prescription to the hotel. And he goes, if you follow these instructions exactly, he goes, when's your next game? I said, it's tonight. He goes, follow these instructions exactly. The number one instruction is after we hang up this phone call, you do not talk until you get on the bus. And then just do all this other stuff. And I did it. And Mace, if you heard me do that game that night, maybe you could have told that my voice was off. Most people couldn't.
That's amazing.
He's that good.
The one thing about him is when I went to see him the first time, he came at me all of a sudden with this tube that he stuck up my nose and down my throat.
I've had it done.
And he did not warn me that he was going to do it.
Yeah.
Like he
went
just
up
said,
the old wazoo.
It was up the schnoz is what it was.
Yeah,
it was up
does.
the schnoz.
Chris, they
Not
put
to be
it up
confused with the schwanz.
Exactly.
Yeah, they do that. And it is almost like, in terms of discomfort, the same as putting the hand up the wazoo.
It is basically the same. Hand up the schnoz is like hand up the wazoo.
It is no fun.
I just wanted to point out something. So this is back to the Lakers. JJ Redick was taking questions from the media, and he was asked about the status of Luka and Reeves. And he says, I don't know what to tell you. They're out indefinitely. I don't know what to tell you. There's going to be no updates this week. So just wanted to let everyone know.
Okay, so that's the very latest then?
On that.
I would be surprised if we saw either Luka or Austin at any point of this Houston series. So if you're hearing people come on the air and say, Luka's got some magic stem cell treatment in Europe, and he's flying, and this is true, he's flying back to the States on Friday, and a miracle cure is going to exist, and he'll be in the lineup on Saturday. Don't listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until you hear it from the Lakers themselves, don't listen.
Why do you have to go to Europe to do that stuff?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that. Dr. Clapper's coming on at what time, Em?
1:30.
1:30, and that's
he
the
can
first
explain
thing,
that.
yes, because it has to do. He explained it while you were gone. It has to do with the FDA.
Okay.
The FDA prohibits certain treatments. You can't get them here, but you can get them over there.
Got it.
And Dr. Clapper says that we should be thankful we have the FDA. The FDA is good because they prohibit people from doing these whack job cures, witch doctor things.
Yeah, right.
But he'll explain what Luka did and why it might work.
Good.
But I'm not telling anybody that Luka or Austin is playing in the first round until I hear it from the Lakers.
Yeah,
I'm
not anticipating that happening.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next for it, going to do some icebreakers. It's Live Imaging Tuesday. Morales is here. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Jacob and Ronnie. Hey, driving around today, beautiful day in L.A., somebody rear-ends you, sideswipes you, you get into some kind of accident, the first thing you should do before you even get out of the car is to call Jacob. And the number is so easy.
If you can count from 3 to 9, you can remember this number. So just put it in your phone right now. Make it easy. 800-345-6789. Jacob went and got this number specifically because it's easy for you to remember. 800-345-6789. 6789. Mace, calljacob.com still works.
Yes.
But you're not going on the internet if you get in an accident. You want to call 800-345-6789.
On the spot. And by the way, if you call him from the scene of the accident, he will walk you through exactly what you're supposed to do so you can protect your case and ultimately get you the compensation that you deserve. 800-345-6789. Jacob and Ronnie, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
One name sounds Mick Cronin. You know, the other guy just sounds pleasant. That's the man.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
I get it, but if I have a chance to play for somebody else who I think is a better coach, I would go play for that guy.
But Mick Cronin versus Dusty May, it sounds mean, right? Like Mick Cronin versus Dusty May. Right? It's like that coach right there, that's Mick Cronin, and he's mean. And then there's Dusty May, and he's just so little dusty and just in May, the flowers in May, sunshine and spring.
Dusty May
right?
did
what is
that
voice? I don't know. Mick Cronin. You know, the other guy just sounds pleasant. Dusty May. That's all I'm saying. That's why he went.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, LA, it's Bethel Duran. Head to Northridge Toyota and Wondrous Toyota today and drive off in a brand new, beautiful 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for just $209 a month on a 36-month lease. $209 for a Tacoma? You already know it's got to be Northridge and Wondrous Toyota. Any trade you own outright is your down payment. It's a limited time offer. Nobody's going to take care of you like my guys at Wondrous and Northridge Toyota.
2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 iForce 2.4-cylinder turbo 5-foot bed, double cab 4x2 RWD model. MSRP $40,628. Base 10,000 miles per year and excludes tax, title, license, and dollar fees.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK. All the flavor, none of the alcohol.
We all know winning means showing up stronger, faster, better than before. And when you're chasing that edge, the Drop by GNC cuts through the noise, bringing you the best new innovations in sports nutrition and performance. From muscle building and strength support to improved recovery and focus, we curate the newest drops from GNC Amp, Pro Performance, and Mega Min. Plus, Ghost, Raw Nutrition, Bucked Up, and the top new brands changing the game. No guesswork, just leveling up. Check out the Drop by GNC for what's new, what works, and what's next.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy. Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA. Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka. With no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers. Presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
Well, this month is quickly getting out of hand as John has nearly doubled up.
I do not have a big enough lead. My goal is to be at least 21 points ahead of Mason because twice he has caught me and passed me on the last day of the month.
Yep.
Well, you have a 32-point lead over him right now because you have 32 points. He has 0 points.
I'm like Pete Carroll playing against Jim Mora. I want to pile it on here.
I came into this month -1, I think, too, right?
Sure.
Because I won
then
by
now you're
1 point.
-1.
Minus
I didn't
one.
put that in. Okay, so -1.
So I have a 32-point lead?
33-point lead.
All right, good.
And then Brian has 5. The others have 17. Here we go.
All right. Okay.
10 points. I was born in 1980 in New York. In my 5th grade yearbook, my potential future career was a lawyer, doctor, and a professional soccer player.
Okay.
For 9 points. At the age of 11, I played during a halftime of St. John University's basketball game. My play was so impressive that a security guard asked for my autograph.
Okay.
In high school, I played basketball, and my high school team not only won the New York State title, but the National High School Championship. So I was a very good basketball player.
I have an idea, but I need one more
New York
clue.
Basketball player.
For 7 points. I have won a Final Four and 5 gold medals, and I retired from basketball in 2022.
Ireland.
Go ahead.
No, I don't have it. I'll go. I retired from basketball in 2022. I will go with. It's not right. Carmelo Anthony.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get one more clue in, but I got
knew
an
how
idea.
I constructed it that you were going to guess Carmelo Anthony, so I'm glad about that one. Okay.
No, okay, go ahead.
The question was 5 gold medals, right?
Yeah.
I have won 5 gold medals and a Final Four, and I retired from basketball in 2022. That was the previous question.
Okay.
So this next question is, I played my entire professional career with one team, and this past summer, they gave me a statue.
I know who it is, and if I waited for that clue, I wouldn't have it. Crap.
This past summer.
Brian.
Go ahead.
Dwayne Wade?
That is incorrect.
No.
Yeah, I was going to go Dwayne Wade.
I don't know.
And
if
Dwayne
you'll
Wade
get
played
it.
for multiple teams.
I don't know if you, Emily, you could get this one.
Give me
right.
another. Give me another. 5 gold medals.
For 5 points. In 2018, my girlfriend, who is also a professional athlete, and I appeared on the cover of the ESPN Body issue.
Lisa Leslie.
That is incorrect.
No,
Emily
Sue
wins.
Bird.
Sue Bird. I never would have gotten that. Never would have gotten that.
Megan Rapinoe and her were on the cover in 2018.
I knew 5 gold medals. It had to be
and you got
woman.
you got some points too.
I
How many
did.
did you
I got
get?
5 points on that one. I'm even with Brian.
You've got a 6-point lead on me.
I went one clue too early, which is the kiss of death in Icebreakers. Icebreakers sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives, Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra. Lisa Ireland is in Idaho right now, probably drinking Blue Ice by herself.
Good for her, by herself.
God bless
I'm
her.
sure she's got friends there. So Luka Doncic apparently played almost 400 minutes more than Wemby, but the weird thing is Wemby qualifies for postseason awards, All-NBA, all that stuff, and Luka does not. John, your contention is that everybody should take into it, and there's been a grievance filed. Luka missed 2 games because of the birth of his child.
I'm after sleeping on it last night. I've changed my tune, and I now think I still think they should excuse him.
I don't.
But I now think you're going to end up being right because if they were going to do this, they would have announced it already.
They would have, and there are other. The problem with the 65 game rule,
because everyone's voting right now.
The problem with the 65 game rule is it's arbitrary.
Right. So the way to solve this, the fact that Luka played way more minutes than Wemby and Wemby's eligible and Luka isn't, is just to leave it up to the individual voters.
Yes.
The voters are people that are in the know, like Ramona.
Yeah.
Ramona has a vote.
Let her decide if he played enough games.
Yeah, and by the way, if Ramona wants to vote for somebody that only played 50 games, it's her prerogative.
Yes.
Her right. I mean, these are smart, well-informed media members. Get rid of, but here's the problem: if you get rid of the 65 game rule,
then guys are going to dial back and not try to stretch for 65 games.
How do you address load management if you dump that rule? Like yesterday, we talked about adding. Again, this gets complicated. It would have to go on independent of the salary cap, but adding a bonus for guys that play almost every game would be one way to get people to play in more games. And somebody tweeted us, Ireland, that's crazy. You're giving them more money
to do the job.
To do the job you already gave them a contract for.
Yeah.
But my retort to that was, okay, what do you want to do about load management? Because if you do nothing, everyone's going to Kawhi the season.
Yeah.
They're gonna play roughly 50 games and just gear up for the playoffs.
So let me bring it up this way. Let me talk about it this way. So if there is not a 65-game rule, I think you're right that guys will not stretch the way they did this year. But there has to be a distinction between injury and load management.
How do you do that?
I think you have to have some sort of independent doctor thing that's – because, like, Cade
right,
Cunningham, collapsed lung. I mean, it's a legitimate – he's missing games for a complete – he's not load managing.
But what if I say this? Mace, I don't feel right. I can't play tonight.
You sound like me.
Yeah, but if I say that and you say, okay, but the independent doctor is going to look at you.
Yeah.
And the doctor comes and looks at me and he says to me, what's wrong? What do you feel? And I said, I don't know, something's going on in my stomach. I just feel off. And he runs a bunch of tests on me and he finds nothing.
Then that
but almost all the
counts
time,
as load management.
There's no.
But I'm
most
legitimately
of these are not
sick.
like illnesses. Most of them are not. My head hurts.
Okay.
Most of them are. I have left knee contusion, or I have lingering hamstring issues. I feel like it's more likely that there are more players getting injured than there are players.
Right. So what is
load
your suggestion on how we handle load management?
I'm on the Andy side, and I think I'm naive in saying that you reduce the amount of games, but I also think I like what Mark Cuban said, which was reduce each quarter by 2 minutes, make it a 40-minute game as opposed to
which would make it consistent with international basketball,
right? But
it would mess
will
with
still
all your
load manage.
it will mess with all your records, and the timeout, the breaks would be longer because you need to play more commercials. But every time I bring up this topic and somebody like you just did, Emily, even mentions fewer games, I get laughed out of the room.
Yeah, no, there's never going to be fewer games.
They will never, ever go to fewer games.
But we're playing
ever.
spaghetti on the wall.
Yeah.
So I found this interesting. I found this chart, John.
Okay.
Star players are defined in the NBA as somebody who's been named to an all-star team or an all-NBA team in the current season or any of the previous 3 seasons.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
ABC aired 23 games. How many do you think had full stars?
I would say less than 30%.
10.
Yeah.
ESPN, 52 games, 15 with full stars. NBC, 80 games, 27 with full stars. Overall, if you had everything, Peacock, Prime, all of them, 220 games, only 32% had full stars.
Yeah, it's a problem.
I mean,
and if you're Adam Silver, you have to deal with it. You just can't say it's no big deal. It is a big deal.
He
because
sounds
they're
like
getting
he's
injured. I don't think it's necessarily because of load management.
Well,
I think
then address that.
Well, how do you address injury?
Well, you know my idea. Back up the season 2 weeks, get rid of all the back-to-backs.
Yeah.
I would do that overnight just to see if it helps. If it doesn't help,
But they're not even entertaining that concept.
Not yet. But all those stats you just read, don't you think they should?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people are? Yeah, honestly,
it seems like what happened with baseball with the Tommy John and the pitchers, and the pitchers are just throwing gas every night from the age of 13 until they get to the professional leagues, and then they have 2 Tommy John surgeries and they're done with their career. It feels like these soft tissue injuries that they're getting are because they have gone 0 to 100 from the time they were 12 in AAU until now, and it's a style of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something to be said for that. I don't know how you change that, though. I don't know how you prevent injury. It's really impossible.
I will say this, that every doctor I've ever talked to says that the body needs time to recover.
Yes.
And the idea that every team in the NBA plays 12 to 14 back-to-backs during a season when we don't have to.
Yep.
Just back the season up 2 weeks. It gets rid of every back-to-back. I don't get it. I think that they should try it just to see if giving players an extra day of recovery would up those numbers you just read.
Well, how often do we say, yeah, he's probably not going to play because it's the second night of a back-to-back?
Right.
Or he's going to play the front end of the back-to-back, but not the second end of the back-to-back.
And to your point, if you're buying tickets are really expensive.
Don't buy tickets for the last weekend of the season. I'm telling you, Friday, there are 168 players that did not play.
What you're telling me is if I am living in an NBA city.
Yep.
And I buy tickets to an NBA game to see, like, I really want to see Wemby, and he's coming into town this one weekend.
Yep.
And I buy tickets for that weekend. I have a 68% chance of not seeing stars. Yeah.
That's
I'll just wait until the day before the game and go to the secondary market.
Exactly.
I will say that. So I just got this from Carlo, and this is being reported by AP News.
Okay.
Rob Maddie, AP senior NFL writer, that Diana Rossini has resigned from The Athletic.
Predictable.
Yeah.
Again, I would not. I would have suspended her, but I don't have all the facts. I would not have fired her, but I think most people would. But even when I took that stance yesterday, you should see my timeline.
Oh, really?
Like, I can't believe you don't think Diana Rossini should be fired. And I'll put it another way. Why should Diana Rossini be fired and nothing happened to Mike Vrabel?
Nothing happened to Mike Vrabel. It's a good point.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I definitely think that she should not be the only person that suffers because of this.
Yeah,
but it's saying that she resigned. Obviously, we don't know that resigned probably is.
If I ran a media outlet, I would give this story time to cool off, and I would hire Diana in time for next year, in time for next season.
I could see Barstool doing it. I could see Meadowlark doing it.
There are other companies that
I know
can
Stu
still
Gott's
hire
already
her.
said that he would be interested.
Yeah, put her on the air tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, that's
that's
that whole situation. Again, we don't know all the details. There's all kinds of backstories and rumors and all that kind of stuff.
I will say this again: if you don't think wherever you work in your workplace, if you don't think people are having affairs at your workplace, you're naive.
Look who's in the room.
Well,
what does that mean?
Well, you met your girlfriend here at work.
But you know what Chris did that was really smart?
He immediately told everybody.
Well, actually, I was told.
That was the smart thing.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you weren't and I knew, I would tell you to tell people.
Yeah, no, that's the smart way to handle it.
Just so they can't Rossini you.
Well, there you go.
Well, let's not use her name as a verb.
Well, look at Johnny I going in with the
verb. Don't use it as a verb.
I'm in her corner.
Right, but you're using her name as a verb. Don't use it as a verb.
I'm just
say she Vrabled it.
Yeah, well, maybe
you Vrabled it,
but nothing's going to happen to Vrabel.
No, he went
and Mace,
13-4.
don't act.
Exactly. He went 13-4.
Nothing happened to the owner of the Patriots when we had full evidence of what.
Oh, there was a video, and nothing happened to Robert Kraft.
Yeah,
and by the way, he's got the best fixer ever because the video never came out.
Yeah, never came out. Never came out.
Don't pretend you never got it on with somebody at work.
I did.
Okay.
I'm not saying I didn't.
He used to live with his co-host.
I lived with my co-host.
Yeah, think
Diane
about that.
Scribner. She and I lived together.
And that was
my last girlfriend. She ruined it. She ruined me. Coming up.
You were still a stallion.
Should have given that girl a medal.
Exactly. Sports graffiti time. All right, going to open the phones here. 877-710-ESPN.
This should be interesting.
Should be
a good
interesting.
One.
Yeah.
One for the ages, I think.
Got a little Lakers going on. Saturday, Are You a Believer? 5:30 ABC, Crypto.com Arena. Dodgers win last night. It was Justin Robleski throwing just a gem. 0 bars. Have you tried a 0 bar?
Today, it was great.
Yeah, fantastic.
I think I gained 3 pounds while I ate it.
We did about 10 minutes on Devil Wears Prada before the show, on Before the Ground. Any of that. 877.
Highly underrated film.
That 0 bar will make you feel like you got hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You will spend 0 time out of the bathroom after eating the 0 bar.
877-710-ESPN. Your call's coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Can you drive a stick?
Can you drive a stick?
No.
Not very well.
No.
There you go. Okay.
Not very well.
D? No.
I've done it. I have driven
You're
one.
gonna
need us. No. You're gonna need us.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Why are we gonna need you? You can't drive stick. You're gonna need us.
When?
Why didn't you ask
When your
me?
electric cars break down, you're gonna need us.
You said you can't do it, right?
I've tried. I haven't done it successfully, but I can drive a stick.
Stalled out in the middle.
You think you're going to get like divine intervention the next time you get behind the wheel?
I did break Briones' car.
It's all about the weight distribution between the clutch and the gas.
Oh my God! Don't ever let him near one of your cars.
You don't want
smell the clutch burning
I was
already.
just going to weight distribution.
Wait,
Yeah, you got
You want to hear? I hear
Travis, why would you let him behind the wheel?
I don't care.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com. That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
Feel the vibe, the speed, the adrenaline. The Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach roars back this weekend. It's a pulsating 200-mile-per-hour beach party. 6 races featuring the sleek MTT Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, and more. Saturday night, rock out with Kings of Chaos. Kids 12 and under free with a ticketed adult. Tickets at gplb.com. The Acura Grand Prix, this weekend. The Long Beach vibe is back.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Right.
It is time for. It is time for Sports Graffiti right here on Mason and Ireland. 877-710 ESPN.
Wait, we got a leadoff hitter today that is in the John Ireland camp. Cameron in Lake Forest. Cameron, you're on Sports Graffiti. Tell Mason to believe, Cameron. Tell him.
Mason, believe Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5,
Lakers
Cameron.
in 5.
Lakers in 5. That's right. You think O'Shea Jackson Jr. would sit here and say we have no chance?
I don't
you
know
Bill Platchkey lover, you.
I don't know if O'Shea is Lakers in 5 this year.
Hell yeah, he is. Text him right now.
I'm going to text him.
He was on Unsportsmanlike this morning with Evan Canty Michelle, and he was not saying fear. He was saying hope.
Hope.
Perry in Lakers Field. Hey, Perry.
Hey, Perry.
You're on Sports Graffiti. Go for it.
Guys, I love you. Hey, I'm all about positivity, making someone feel good about themselves, but we cannot let that caller say that the Lakers lost the trade, that Dallas won that trade.
The worst caller in the history of the Mason and Ireland show, more than 30 years of taking calls, the worst call ever in the history of the show. Is that the one you're talking about, Perry? Yeah.
He's trying to cancel Sports Graffiti. I want to give him a chance to take a blind test here. Player number 1 played in 20 games, averaged 20 points, and for the second consecutive season was traded. Player number 2, 64 games, 33 points, led the NBA. And if it wasn't for that injury, he would have been NBA first team and on the short list to win the MVP.
Yep.
Pretty hard, but I'm pretty sure we all know who won that.
I think we do.
Yep.
I think we do.
Dave in Lancaster. Hey, Dave, you're on Sports Graffiti. What do you got?
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
Good, man.
Yeah. So anyway, I just want to piggyback off of something Johnny I was saying yesterday. So he's living in this fantasy land with the Lakers.
Yes, I am.
I kind of want to join him with the Dodgers. I think after last night seeing Justin, what Andy Pius is doing, Miggy Rojas, and the bottom of the lineup, I want to live in that fantasy land with John. I think the boys can win 116, and I got it down to September 7th. If they're close to 100 wins with 19 games to go, I think they could go for it and break that record of 116. The boys are humming, and the top of the lineup ain't hitting. We have no Blake Snell. We, like you guys were saying at the beginning of the show, we got so many guys that are stepping up, and our main guys are not even contributing yet.
Yeah, but do you remember, Dave?
I don't think they. But thanks, Dave. Mace, I don't think they want to win 116 games.
I don't think it matters.
I think that they're going to prioritize health
100%.
And like you were talking yesterday, they don't even care if Roki Sasaki wins or loses. They're prioritizing his development over wins, which most teams can't afford to do, but they probably can. Johnny in Long Beach. Hey, Johnny, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Chris, just want to say again, appreciate all your awareness, man, and you're the best. Keep up your antics, man. You make my day.
Thank you so much, Johnny.
And we're so spoiled as Dodger fans. Let's talk about it. They could probably field 2 teams and meet in the World Series. But with that said, Bergman made this point earlier this week, I think it was, but with Rushing getting playing time and Will Smith, how about when Freddie retires, Will Smith goes to first and Rushing plays full time?
Makes perfect sense.
Well,
Makes absolutely perfect sense.
In spring training, they played Rushing at first for a few games.
Yes, and
So
Rushing can play first,
They're already, Johnny, thinking how you're thinking. Like, let's see if we can find a place
there's a
for
reason
him.
they have not traded Dalton Rushing.
Right.
They believe in the guy. He had the 2 home run game last week. I mean,
and I
Dalton
love
Rushing
Will
is
Smith as a defensive catcher. He's fantastic. But I could easily see him switching to first base and being good at it. Here's Keith in Santa Barbara. Hey, Keith, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Always a great show. I'm going to go with Lakers in 5.
Nice.
2 quick questions. The legendary Dalton Connect. When he first came to the Lakers, we thought he was the next Steph Curry. What's going on with Dalton Connect? And secondly, Steph Curry's in town. What's your thoughts on the series with the Warriors and the Clippers? Thank you, guys.
All right. So it's not a series. It's
just a one-gamer.
And the loser is out.
Yep.
The loser is done for the year. I think the Clippers win that game.
Yeah. Is Steph playing?
Yeah.
He is going to play.
Yeah, but I think the Clippers, Ty Lue's a really good coach, and I think he'll come up with a way. Now, of course, if it's tied with 2 minutes to go, I'm immediately switching to the Warriors because then the Clippers will clipper the game.
Oh, yeah. They'll find a
And
way.
Steph will win.
They'll find a way.
Yeah. Hey, here's Chris Ward.
Hey, Chris.
Chris, Chris, we're T-minus, 6 days before Chris Ward Select?
Sir. Almost there, baby. 420, but I'm not calling to talk about ChrisWardSelect.com. I'm calling because, Mason said I was high as hell to think that the Lakers are getting to the Western Conference Finals.
That is correct.
So
I still believe
just think
that.
Mason ain't high enough.
If I was higher, I would see it. Yeah.
LeBron is acting. Let's go.
Yeah, so Chris is one of the few people who could stay with you at levels of getting high.
Yes.
And I'm Team Chris Ward.
Although, I'll be honest, John, you take as much cannabis as I do.
Okay, so here's the other
Maybe more.
Yeah,
20.
you may take more than me.
Okay, you guys want an update?
Yeah.
Heavy Hitters, who makes those 20 milligram sleep gummies,
20 milligrams,
came out with a sugar-free version this week. So now I'm all in.
Wow, sugar-free,
Now I'm
20
all in.
milligrams. Damn.
Yeah, it's like my new go-to.
Right, 20 milligrams is a lot.
Yeah, that would put me out, dude.
That would put me out.
Incredible
Brian,
form,
okay,
yes.
so Brian, last night I took a 20 milligram sleep gummy, and I took this other pill that I've been trying lately, this new sleep thing. And I woke up I tried to go to bed early, right when the Dodger game ended. Yeah. So right around 10 o'clock. I woke up at 11. I woke up at 12. I woke up at 1, and then I went out. So even with all that stuff, I'm not getting.
But you do
out.
realize that 20 milligrams is a lot. Like, 20 milligrams I don't use in a day.
Right. They tell me to cut it in half, and I said, "Yeah, that's for that's for wusses. I'm not cutting it in half."
So last week, Michelle Smallman joins the morning show.
Yeah. Love Michelle Smallman.
So she has quite the sleep routine because she has issues because she has to get up so early.
Mm-hmm.
She does a mask. She does tape, mouth tape,
Oh,
all
she
these
does
different
the
things.
mouth tape, yeah.
We described to her John Ireland's routine, and her response was just, "Oh God."
Yeah. Oh God is right.
Yeah.
By the way,
Do you have a mouth guard?
Nope.
Okay,
you are
'cause
more stoned at night than I am all day long.
I would fail a drug test right now.
Oh, of course.
I will say my sleep once I got a mouth
And I've
guard.
never said that in my entire life. Like, if you were going to test somebody on the Mason and Ireland show, and I was the one that failed in front of Mason and Brian, people would be floored.
Yeah, it is true.
But that's what would
And
happen.
what do you
I
got,
will
Em?
say I got a mouth guard and it changed my sleep. And it totally changed everything because I was grinding my teeth at night and waking myself up.
Maybe that's what
maybe
it
you're
is, too.
grinding it at night.
Yeah, maybe you're grinding.
I'll find out. Well, Lisa says I mean, she would know, right?
Oh, she would know.
Well,
yeah.
if she's asleep.
Yeah, that's true. Here's Job in Simi Valley. Hey, Job, you're on Sports Graffiti.
No, I love you guys, but Michael and John, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's when you guys bring up paying these rich, spoiled athletes more money to do something. The answer is there's 82 games. We'll split up your money between those 82 games.
Yes.
You don't play, you don't get paid. I
Job,
don't care if you're injured. We'll pay for your injury. You don't play. You're
Job,
not on the
it
court.
is
You
kind
pay
of the
the
opposite.
players
Okay.
on the court.
You're making the mistake of making perfect sense.
Yep.
And the NBA does not use common sense.
But your plan is less reasonable than his plan.
But his plan would never get approved by the players' union, and therefore we would have no season.
But
this is why you say that there'll be a baseball lockout.
Yeah, but the owners would never pay a player just for doing their job, pay extra for just doing their job.
Again, I'll ask you, Job, what's your solution to deal with load management?
That's my solution. It's not. It
doesn't work.
Well,
but
it's
anyone
a
who doesn't do their job shouldn't get paid.
Yeah,
right,
but that doesn't work.
Get paid per game.
No.
There's also sick days.
Sick days. Yeah, exactly.
Do we have time?
Yeah.
Peter in Temecula? Yeah, Peter, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, Peter, what's up?
I don't know if you guys remember me. So, there's any way we can add one player to become more positive for the Lakers, like Chris Paul? He's more experienced point guard.
Yeah, they had that opportunity. They opted instead for Nick Smith Jr.
Well, and anyone, Peter, could have picked up Chris Paul, and no one decided to.
Yeah.
I think because of the way things ended with the Clippers.
Is Nick Smith Jr. going to play a lot?
Yeah.
Wait, can we take one more?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do Justin in Dallas.
Hey, Justin in Dallas, you're on Sports Graffiti. What do you got?
Hey guys, so this is from yesterday. I tried to call in, but I couldn't get through. But I said to Emily, put in the call notes, Ireland has lost his mind.
Oh, good.
2 reasons.
Okay.
One, you think women should marry older just for money, and B, Luca, I'm with Mason and Emily. If Luca's not 100% healthy or even close to 100% healthy, why even bother putting him on the court?
Yep.
If you're the Lakers, try to win. But it's like, Luka, I agree with Mace. He's your long-term investment. Why would you risk jeopardizing your franchise player's health?
Well,
yes,
I don't.
Justin.
Number one, I don't think they would ever put him out there if they thought they were jeopardizing his health. But let's be honest. What we're really talking about here is, if he feels like he can go, do you let him go? You guys say no.
I say no, yeah. I say no.
I
was reading a little bit. We'll talk to Dr. Clapper about it, but a grade 2 can become a grade 3, and
Right.
you could miss months as opposed to weeks.
Right, but let's say he does miss months, and we'll ask Dr.
Then he
Clapper.
loses a whole summer of training.
Yeah.
All of his workout stuff that he did this past summer to get lean and in shape, he's going to have to be shut down potentially.
Not necessarily.
Well,
you can still swim. You can do other stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why you risk the future in what is
let's ask
kind
that
of
to
a
Dr.
feudal
Clapper.
season.
Would you be risking the future?
Yeah.
And by the way, Justin, I'm not saying that women should marry old guys. I'm saying they already have. I'm saying it
but
exists.
not all of them.
But many of them have.
But
and if you deny that
Sure.
that exists,
No,
you're out of your
there
mind.
There are some, but it's not a priority for everybody. It's just not.
Not for everybody, no. But for a lot of people,
But
it is.
Then watch Age of Attraction.
Yes.
Oh, is that their deal? Oh, that's
some
right.
of them.
Different ages. Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. All right. Coming up next for you, Luke Robitaille is going to join us. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Hey, how about that Toyota?
Southern California Toyota dealers and the Lakers have been in business together for 50 years, since 1976. And as part of that, Toyota's got the perfect timing sales event going on right now. It's your moment to get a new Toyota with great offers that help every mile go further. If you want to see how long a Toyota lasts, don't take it from me. Google it. Just type in longest lasting cars on the road. You'll see that Toyota has 7 of the top 10 and all 5 of the top 5. That's because Toyotas are built to last. All of them. The Camrys, the SUVs, the trucks, the EVs, like the Toyota BZ, all of them are built to last with advanced technology and great driving range, efficiency meeting capability exactly when you need it. And when you choose Toyota, no matter what type of car you get Toyota Care. No cost maintenance for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. It's all part of 50 years of teamwork, innovation, and going places together. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
LAFC is one step away from the semifinals.
LAFC 3, Cruz Azul 0 at BMO Stadium.
After a dominant 3-0 win in leg 1, the black and gold head to Mexico to face Cruz Azul in the deciding leg 2.
Son Heung-min with a goal! Oh, and the counterattack lightning quick for the black and gold!
Can LAFC take care of business and punch their ticket to the semifinals? LAFC Cruz Azul, leg 2, tonight at 5:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Did you know Children's Hospital Los Angeles treats more kids with cancer and blood diseases than anywhere else in the Western U.S.? With over 200 clinical trials and some of the highest survival rates in the country, the Cancer and Blood Disease Institute at CHLA is the #1 pediatric cancer program in California. When your child faces an opponent like cancer, trust the team that delivers in the clutch. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Hey Rams fans, it's your quarterback Matthew Stafford here. The Rams and United Way of Greater Los Angeles are excited to bring Walk United LA to SoFi Stadium this year on Saturday, May 9th. Join me and my family for the 5K walk run and help support our Los Angeles community. Registration is now open at walkunitedla.org, where you can sign up for Team Rams and learn more. Our team is only as strong as our city, and this walk is about uplifting all Angelinos in need. I can't wait to see y'all at the Rams house on May 9th.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
We're undivided. We stand together.
Ladies and gentlemen, last night the Kings won again.
We're in
the playoff. And joining us right now is Luke Robitaille. Luke, welcome. Congratulations. Exciting time. The team got hot at exactly the right time, huh?
Yeah, that's what you got to do. That's sports.
Yeah. Now, Luke, in past years, didn't one of the years you guys won the Cup, you came from the 8th seed? Do I have that right?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we did,
so
my friend.
It's not impossible. It's not likely, but it's not impossible that you guys could get hot and make a run. Now, when you did it back then, it was, if I remember correctly, Jonathan Quick got really hot.
Yeah.
You had a really hot goaltender, and you had a lot of great. You had Doughty, you had Kopitar, you had a lot of great skill players, and it all kind of came together. What would have to happen for you guys to make a deep run this time around?
I like everything you said, except when you said it's not likely.
Well, it's unlikely, but not impossible, right? Like, that's what I'm saying about the Lakers, too, Luke. It's not likely, but it's not impossible.
No, you know, in our game, once you're in. It's really hard to get in, and every team has a real shot. What you need a couple guys to get hot, and you need the goalie to make the saves that he's supposed to make, and then some, a couple more. And in hockey, any team can beat any team. Sometimes you look in basketball and baseball, it's a little bit different. You kind of can pinpoint 3 or 4 teams that are really superior. In hockey, it's a little bit different. Now, if you look at the records this year, obviously Colorado has been really good. Carolina on the East has been really good. But most people in hockey would tell you that, on any night you can beat those teams, and that's just the way it is. So what does it take for us? We need to keep doing what we're doing. I mean, people forget, like, all year, I think we went in overtime 32 times. I mean, 32 times we played good enough for the game to be tied, So
right.
You could look at it in a negative way, or you look at it in a positive way. So we're used to playing those tight games, and then you get into overtime, and you get a break here and there, and next thing you know, you win a couple, and if you're up 3-1 in a series, it changes everything. So we're going in with that mindset.
So you guys now, it seems like Anton Forsberg is now going to be the goalie over Darcy Kemper. It seems like Kemper hasn't been the same since the Olympics. Talk about that sort of battle and how you wound up with Forsberg.
Well, the goalie position, it's a tough position to figure it out. The guy could be out by
couple inches, and next thing you know, it goes in. Anton, the reason Ken Holland signed Anton Forsberg in the summer was exactly for this reason. If things would go sideways, he can help us win a few games, and he's done more than that lately. He's been playing really well, and good for him. It takes 18 forwards. It takes you 2 goalies to get through, and I got to give credit to our coach, our new coaching staff, and certainly our general manager to go out and get that extra guy that could help us, and he has helped us the last 7-8 games.
Luke Robitaille is our guest. Luke, I would imagine you are as sick of the Edmonton Oilers as I am. They have knocked the Kings out of the playoffs 4 years in a row. It's one possible first-round matchup opponent for you. The possibilities are Colorado, Vegas, Anaheim, and Edmonton. Having set it up that way, Luke, do you want the Oilers so you can get this monkey off your back, or let somebody else deal with them?
I don't care. What I think is important for us is we have 2 more games, and we can move up in the standing, and we just got to try to move up and keep playing the way we do. You want to go in the playoffs playing as well as you can. If it is Edmonton, so be it. It is Edmonton. We got to beat them at some point. Like, I'm kind of sick and tired, the same as you, of hearing that. So if we have a chance of beating them, I'll take it. If it's someone else, well, it's going to be just as hard playing whomever it is in this conference. So we're going to have to be ready to whomever it is. But the most important right now is that our team, we have 2 games left, we keep playing the way we have been playing just to get the momentum going in.
DJ Smith has done a great job as interim head coach. Is that a guy that you're going to look at as a permanent head coach moving forward?
Well, for sure, we'll look at him. I mean, he's done a really good job so far. Ken Holland has said that when the change happened that we're going to take our time this summer and analyze everything, and we will do that, but he certainly has done a tremendous job so far.
Luke, this is my weekly dumb question. You know I'm always good for one. We played a game here yesterday where I wrote a trivia game about famous left-handed athletes. And I was shocked to find out that most hockey players, 70% of them, including Wayne Gretzky and Andrei Kopitar, are left-handed.
Really?
Yeah. Luke, did you play right or left-handed yourself?
Left-handed, but you know what's funny is, like, I played hockey left-handed, but I'm right-handed on everything I do. Like,
right.
I
So
pitch,
why is that?
Right-handed.
Right. Why are all the
I don't
great
know.
players left-handed? Somebody,
I don't know.
I Googled it. It said,
here's
what AI says. It says that many right-hand dominant players are taught to place their stronger hand at the top of the stick for better control.
Yeah.
Now, I only played a little bit of hockey, but I always had my right hand low. You had your right hand high?
Yeah. Like, I think the way it goes for all of us that played hockey is whatever way you grab the stick growing up.
Right.
And you just start playing like that. For some reason, I grabbed my right hand was on the top, and it felt better, and I went this way. But you're 100% right. It just seems that way. It's weird.
Yeah, and
it's the same thing. In our game, the hardest thing to get is right-handed defensemen. It's really hard to get.
Is Doughty right-handed?
Yep.
Yeah, so
he's right-handed. He plays right-handed.
Yeah,
right.
So you found one. You found one great one. You just, like you say, you got to keep finding more.
Hey, speaking of great ones, Jonathan Quick is retiring this year with the Rangers. He was a huge part of the 2 Stanley Cup championships that the Kings were able to win in this last decade. Do you imagine a ceremony for Jonathan Quick someday at Crypto?
Absolutely. I mean, I've said it for years now to whomever would want to hear it. Like Dustin Brown, Jonathan Quick, Anze Kopitar, Drew Doughty were the pillars of this foundation that won the Stanley Cup. But they built a culture, and these 4 guys were very, very special, and they should be honored by our organization, and they're very special. So we're definitely going to do something very special for him because he deserves it. And we're always going to be grateful for what he's done for our franchise.
Luke, and this is to take nothing away from Rogie Vachon, who I got to know later in life and got to play golf with a few times, or Kelly Rudy, who you played with and got the Kings to their first cup.
Yeah.
But it's safe to say that Jonathan Quick is the best goalie in Kings history, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, Rogie was the first superstar. He's a Hall of Famer. Kelly Rudy was an incredible goalie. You can only pick one. Yeah, it's Jonathan Quick. He's the greatest goalie the Kings organization's ever had. The guy was MVP of the playoffs to win us the first Stanley Cup ever. It's never happened before. It hasn't happened since. So, yes, he is.
Yeah, and good for him. What a great career.
Last thing for me, we talk a lot about load management in the NBA. Players play, there's a rule that you have to play 65 games to qualify for all the postseason awards. Is load management a thing in the NHL? Do guys get load managed at all?
No, it's not. It's not load management. It could be more if your team is set and you have one game, you might rest a few guys. But it's more you're trying to prevent injuries. Going into the playoff, it does happen. I think Minnesota played a day ago or something, and they rested a few guys. And tonight they're playing again, and they're playing their full team because they're at home. But you're trying to manage injuries, and I think that's more that way.
Got it. Well, listen. Great finish to the season tonight in Vancouver. We're excited for the playoffs, Luke, and interested to see the matchups when they come up. Thank you very much for coming on, as always, man.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Luke.
Thank you, Luke.
See you soon.
Kings and Canucks tonight in Vancouver. Pregame starts at 7, leading you right up to face-off at 7:30. After the game, keep it here for Kings Talk with Sam Batesh, Sam Boney, your spot to react and break it all down. Catch every moment on ESPN LA 710 and the ESPN LA app. Just tap the Kings play-by-play tile, home of the LA Kings.
Lots of questions for Dr. Robert Clapper, the chief of orthopedic surgery at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, who hosts the Weekend Warriors show. Every week, let's face it, the Lakers' whole future relies on these injuries.
Yes, it does.
And Dr. Clapper will join us next.
Cool, we'll do that. In the meantime, I love my Hyundai. I drive a Hyundai Elantra hybrid, which, especially right now with gas prices out of control, makes a huge difference. I'm getting like 50 miles to the gallon. And by the way, with next-level tech and safety features, all Hyundai cars and SUVs give you the confidence to boldly journey wherever life takes you. Advantages include their available class-exclusive digital key and available remote smart parking assist. And because they want the road ahead to be as worry-free as possible, every Hyundai also comes complete with America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Time for you to take a test drive of your favorite Hyundai today, only at your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Gaffey was fired up.
Uh-oh, what happened?
About what? About his personal life, because his daughter made him do a bunch of stuff yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Well, I heard the story
That's why Cappy couldn't have dinner with Sedano.
I know. My daughter had made me drop everything I was doing. Yeah, drop my whole life.
She made you?
Well, she needed me to, and I had to help. And I said to her, I said, Julia, I literally dropped everything I was doing today to focus on you, and it was not part of my plan. And she goes, well, yes, you wanted to be a father, didn't you? And I was like,
oh, what an answer.
I was like, wow,
man,
girl.
Your kids have you.
Oh, big time.
Worse than Rachel.
So true. So true.
Well,
but it's her kid.
Well, you're a great dad, though, Cappy, because you drop everything for them, like they ask you to, and you say, yes, sure.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
It's almost Earth Day, and that's when I like to grow things like pansies. And money in my pocket at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Rewards members get a free Earth Day reusable utensil set the 22nd while supplies last.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Polaris Razor Pro R Ultimate April 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Pool season is on. The Oasis Pool and Lazy River are open. Party in the cabana.
Morongo. Good times.
LAFC is one step away from the semifinals.
LAFC 3, Cruz Azul 0 at BMO Stadium.
After a dominant 3-0 win in leg one, the black and gold head to Mexico to face Cruz Azul in the deciding leg two.
Son Heung-min with a goal! Oh, and the counterattack lightning quick for the black and gold!
Can LAFC take care of business and punch their ticket to the semifinals? LAFC Cruz Azul, leg 2, tonight at 5:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Hey, sports fans, the ESPN app has all of ESPN all in one place. The ESPN app is your home to thousands of live events, ESPN shows, and originals across every ESPN network in service. And now you can check if you already have ESPN Unlimited as part of your TV package for no additional cost. Visit activate.espn.com to learn how to access your account or sign up, then start streaming in the ESPN app. It's all of ESPN all in one place. Sign up or activate now.
1:32 on a live imaging Tuesday on Mason and Ireland. It is that time you crave.
Yes.
Every week on this show, Tuesdays at 1:30, the one and only. You hear Saturday mornings, the Weekend Warrior Show with Dr. Robert Clapper, presented by Cedar Sinai. There he is.
How are you, Doc?
The one and only Dr. Clapper.
Dr. Clapper, it is great to talk with you. We have many, many questions.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I love it.
Okay, so here's the first one. Mason and I are in an argument. I think that the Lakers should, if Luka says, I want to play, I think they should let him play. Mason says, they're not, even if they win the first round, they're probably not winning the second round. Why risk it? Why risk Luka further injuring the hamstring? And I think the doctors would never clear him unless it was, but I'm going to ask you, you're a doctor. Does he risk further injuring the hamstring if they play him either at the end of the first series or the beginning of the second one?
Yes, they do. And, the anatomy speaks for itself. You were there, John Ireland. Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles tendon. 8 months later, he broke his tibia. He basically got 6 games out of his Achilles tendon, and then he broke his tibia. They all live with each other. Not only re-injury within the same muscle, the hamstring, but the danger of tearing it in a new place. That's what I worry about most. The idea of the stem cells to not make scar and just replace the torn muscle with another brand new muscle, it's very exciting. We all wish the best, but I would be very cautious.
Why do you have to go to Europe to get this stem cell treatment? Why can't you get it at Cedar Sinai?
Okay, so I may have used this Clapper vision last week. I apologize, but I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
You decide, Steve Mason, that you want to go play golf with John Ireland at his golf course, and you don't know all the rules.
Yes.
So you get in the golf cart, and you don't just drive on the fairway. You drive the golf cart onto the putting green.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And now you trash the beautiful green grass, special grass of the putting green with your tire marks.
How could you?
Yeah, destroy the green and mountain
Right,
gate.
so what do? You now get the water, the hose, and you start watering the track marks on the putting green, hoping that beautiful new grass grows back so you have your putting green restored. Luka Doncic basically tore the putting green that's in his hamstring. He tore those muscles. Now, what are you hoping for? That bleeding occurs. When you rip a muscle, you get a black and blue mark. It bleeds. That's the watering. But just like the putting green, you hope and pray just grass comes back. What you don't want are weeds. You don't want anything other than grass to grow, because when you line up your putt, it needs to be on that beautiful same surface, not weeds. Well, when we bleed into a torn muscle, we basically get some muscle that comes back, but we also can get weeds. We can get fibroblasts and scar tissue that is very highly likely to re-tear. It's not as elastic. It remains painful. We want the muscle cells to come back. So in Spain, they manipulate the water. They put something in it that kills weeds, if you will, that only green grass grows. They manipulate the cell. They manipulate the water. And in Europe, they can manipulate the blood, the cells in the macrophage to only make a new muscle cell and no scar cells. And that's the reason.
So
But wait a minute, you didn't answer the question, though.
If that's real science, why does it not happen here in the U.S.?
Obviously, we need to be protected from every new harebrained idea. Now, I'm not saying this is a harebrained idea. This is a new idea. But we need to be protected because when you live where money can be made on a brand new thing, whatever it is, you got to make sure that it's not dangerous. What if the cells that grow don't stop growing? How do they automatically stop? There's a lot of danger in saying we got a new way to manipulate your macrophage cell. People go, pump the brakes. Let's make sure it's safe. And the FDA, proudly as Americans, we have this organization that protects us. In the 50s, there was a drug when women were pregnant called thalidomide. Women got sick when they were morning sickness, they called it. Yeah. And everyone couldn't wait to calm them down with thalidomide. Guess what? The babies were born with birth defects. Yeah. Thank God for the FDA. But they didn't have an FDA in England, and people got birth defects.
Okay, Dr. Clapper, let me go back to Luka and the hamstring. If you were the Laker team doctor and they came to you and said, okay, how do we know Luka is safe to play? I mean, in other words, what goes into medically clearing him? As a doctor, how would you know that that hamstring is ready to go?
That's a great question, John, because we have objective studies that diagnose it in the first place, right? We have this black and white, crazy that it's still not in color, MRI that tells us it's a black and white study, but in those wonderful shades of gray is what tells us grade 1, grade 2, or grade 3. It's so subtle, but we are so good at reading the shades of gray in the MRI. But guess what? You don't see a difference in color when it's scar and it's healed versus it just got torn. Who's the guy that Max Crosby? Isn't that the Raider guy?
Yep.
Where he had a meniscal repair. So there's stitches in his meniscus. You do an MRI, you go, this looks like it's still torn. The argument is, no, this is what the stitches of the old tear, but it doesn't change the look on the MRI. So it got very confusing in his case, where one surgeon is arguing, this is what it looks like when I repaired it. The other doctor says, no, this looks like it still could be trouble. And it's the same thing. So to answer your question, my wife says I never answer the question, so here we go. To answer your question, John, it is 100% about how much pain you have. That's what we're going to have to rely on. Flexibility, the drills, how he'll be able to run up and down the court, go sideways, twist, jump, land
but Dr.
from a
Clifford,
jump.
let me interrupt you there for a second because I've been around pro athletes my whole life. These guys are desperate to play.
Yeah.
Luka's probably going to fib a little. He's going to say, "Hey, I feel great. I'm good to go." Is there a way you can tell whether or not he's telling you the truth?
So just like Dave Roberts, right now, here I go not answering the question again.
That's okay.
Just like Dave Roberts is talking about the Japanese, the velocity is 2 miles an hour off.
Right.
He's
Edwin
not
Diaz,
right.
yeah.
Are you kidding me? It's
closer.
not even it's like 1.6 miles an hour on the fastball. So that pitcher is going to say, I feel fine, I feel great, I'm explosive, blah, 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 and all the rest of it. No. The eyes don't see what the mind doesn't know. J.J. Redick is going to watch Luka Doncic run down the court, go left, go right, go up for a layup, land, and he's going to go, Luka, I don't care what you say, you don't look right. That's where it's going to have to come from, where people are going to see. People like you, John Ireland, will be able to say, he doesn't look right, and he may say, I feel fine, we know something's wrong.
You picking the Lakers to win?
Of course.
Of course.
See, he's with me. Why can't you get with me?
Yeah, I can't get there, Doc. I can't get there.
Well, listen, when you donate blood, Steve Mason.
Yep.
You know what color your blood is? It ain't right. You bleed Dodger blue, right?
Yeah,
it's
that's
inside
true.
you.
Yes.
I bleed purple and gold,
There you
and
go.
so does John Ireland.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hear, Dr.
Yep.
Clapper. Okay.
Hey, I want to mention Dr. Clapper is a guest on Mason Plus, which just came out today. Doc, your episode came out. You and Deacon Fry from the Eagles.
I had so much fun. People need to listen. It was great. The questions you ask, and with someone not in medicine, to be on the other side of me, it was so interesting to hear what his whole life is like, this Deacon. It's fantastic.
Wait a minute. Deacon Fry and Dr. Clapper are on at the same time?
Yeah, they're on together. I'm trying to put interesting people together.
It's like a
for
dinner
conversations.
party.
It is. It's like a dinner party. You were terrific, Doc. Mason Plus, by the way, available on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. Doc, thank you so much for coming on. Don't forget, every Saturday morning, 7 a.m., the Weekend Warrior Show with Dr. Clapper. Thanks, Doc.
Love you both. Thanks so much.
All right, see you, Doc.
There you go. Clap off. There he is. Dr. Clapper. All right, so...
so you have to trust Luca to be honest. That'll be interesting.
It is.
Because
it
most
is tough.
players won't be honest.
And some people need to be protected from themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of what's going on here. You know, there's a feud growing now between Doc Rivers and Shams. Shams has fired back. We will get that for you next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
If you don't know, DeAndre finished last place in the Mason Ireland bracket, and that means that you will have to complete the last place challenge, which is the Ride the D crop top. The Metro Ride the D t-shirts they made, and you're going to have to wear it.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
That's not a problem at all with me.
What? Of all the people that could have lost, you're the least interesting one to me because you're the fittest person here.
I'm only wearing it in studio.
No, we going to take some pictures,
picture's
too.
going everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to watch you walk out your front door, walk to your car,
Absolutely.
Get in the car, get out, walk through the parking lot, come up the elevator
will not
here.
Be the only place you're seen
like
with
the whole
that thing. Travis, let's run a billboard.
Well, if nothing else, we should take him out to dinner that night or something.
Absolutely.
We have to wear it the rest of the way.
Grease you up.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's springtime in SoCal, and if you're still on those same old floors, make a power move with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Millions of in-stock options. Hardwood, laminate, waterproof vinyl, carpet, even turf. No waiting on spring sales, just true wholesale pricing every single day. Extra savings for first responders, military, and veterans, plus price match. Hit the showroom right off the 5 freeway or check them out at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No games, no gimmicks, because no spring sale beats wholesale.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by SHAF.
145. On a Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence Mason in Ireland, the biggest show on the radio.
Yeah.
Little Phil Collins, little Susudio.
He got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a solo act, and this song was used in American Psycho,
which came out on this day in 2000. So American Psycho turned
Christian
26.
Bale in American Psycho?
Yeah. Did you ever see it, John?
No.
Oh,
I know of it.
They're attempting a remake. I
Are
think
they really?
Luca Guadagnino was attached at one time. He's the guy who did Challengers,
He would
but
be
he also
interesting.
did Call Me By Your Name.
Yeah.
And, you know, it would be interesting. They've talked about like a gender swap where it's a girl instead of a guy in American Psycho.
Yeah.
Which I think could work.
Yeah.
But I think what's funny about American Psycho is that it was supposed to be satire.
Yes.
And people didn't think it as satire.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, I like Patrick Bateman. Let me model my life after him.
It's true.
And I was like, yikes.
Yeah, no, he's basically a serial. He is a serial killer.
He is a serial killer,
He's
but like a
serial killer.
very, very hot serial killer. Like Christian Bale looks great in this movie.
And he loves music.
Mm-hmm.
He ices some guy while they're playing Hip to Be
So
Square.
apparently, Leo almost played it.
Oh,
I read an article about Phil Collins once, and Lily Collins, who stars in Emily in Paris, is his daughter.
Yes.
Phil Collins broke up with her mom, his wife.
Yep.
Over a fax. Like he did it. He faxed
Oh, he just faxed her?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
That's so
let the lawyers
specific.
work it out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
fax is a tough. Nobody breaks up by fax
I have
anymore.
never faxed anything.
Never?
No.
You just missed that whole
I was
genre?
actually asked to fax something when I was working for a law firm in college. I
Yep.
thought I wanted to be a lawyer. So I was looking for a law firm as like a front desk person, kind of organizer, but also helping a little bit, not a full paralegal. But they asked me to fax something, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And I went to the back to kind of fiddle around with the printer and kind of lied about it, and then eventually didn't send it, and then I got in trouble.
So do we have a fax machine in this place? Does fax?
No.
We don't even fax anything.
I don't think anyone uses fax machines
Yeah, I
anymore.
guess the other side.
We can fax out through the copiers, but we don't have a fax.
But is
number.
it a separate number, right?
I think so. I don't really know, actually.
Anybody know what Susudio means? Do we ever establish that? What
No.
is Susudio?
That's a great album, by the way. No Jacket Required.
Oh my God, we played
Phil
every
Collins.
one of those singles. That was a
you
huge
can throw that.
album.
You can throw that album on and just walk away because all the songs
All
are
the
great.
songs
Did
turned out to be
ChatGPT tell
hits.
you what it means?
It says no. It hasn't told me yet.
So
Really?
somebody
It's
told me
trying.
the other day that you should give up Chat GPT and start using Gemini. Oh, Ramona told me that.
Is the Google one. Claude is another
So
one.
Lindsay,
But Gemini is
big
free.
Claude person.
Oh, yeah, I pay something for chat.
I pay something for chat too.
Yeah, but Gemini is the
And
same.
GKB pays a lot of money for chat right now.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
do
same
they?
thing, and you can use it for free. So I just saved you a couple bucks.
Oh,
But
there
you
go.
also got to worry about the GPU,
What's the GPU?
the amount of power we're using, because everybody's doing wacky stuff.
Right.
And are we actually using it for a useful purpose? 'Cause it's
I'm
affecting
using
the
it for
environment.
really important. By the way, Phil Collins has said the word came to him from improvising nonsense syllables while working on the song.
Okay.
That's what we know.
Okay,
he
so
made
nonsense.
it up.
There you
yeah,
go.
nonsense. By the way, speaking of nonsense, listen to DeMarco and Travis all
Oh,
week
come
long.
on, man.
For your,
Don't I have enough
they're
going on today?
great at nonsense.
Apparently not.
Go for the
The no
sports,
sweat
stay for
sports
the
talk.
nonsense.
No stress sports talk express.
There it is. No stress sports
Did
talk
you say no
express.
sweat?
Yeah, no sweat sports talk express.
Your chance to win tickets to see the Angels and the Rangers May 22nd at Angels Stadium. When you hear the cue to call, be ready to call in.
Yeah,
and
they
score
didn't
your
put
tickets.
that threw me this morning too.
Yeah,
Okay.
it didn't say. The excitement of Angels baseball lives on ESPN LA, and Pechanga Resort Casino is taking you to the game.
All right. The highest ranking Phil Collins song ever was Another Day in Paradise. It's not as,
When you say highest ranking, meaning
to chart.
Phil
Chart.
solo though,
Okay.
not Genesis.
Yeah,
right?
not Genesis.
Okay.
But that's not the best Phil Collins song. What is the Chris? What is the best Phil Collins? Yep, Mace has got it.
Yeah, but I
can
me
feel it.
me personally. I think Two Hearts is my favorite Phil Collins solo song.
I say everything on the Tarzan soundtrack.
Yes.
Specifically, the one with the gorilla mom and singing "You'll Be My Heart."
By the way, I think the song that Phil made the most money. This is it. In the Air Tonight is Phil Collins' greatest song.
It is.
Now I admit that reluctantly because for years the Celtics used this as their intro music.
Yep.
When they walked out, but it's so good that you got to.
By the way,
doesn't it also play in Risky Business, or was that? Am I confusing that with another Phil Collins song? I think when they're on the train, when him and Rebecca
maybe,
Mornay
yeah.
are
No,
on
I
the
think
train.
so. And then they used it at ESPN for the Monday Night Football. They remixed it.
Oh, right.
Snoop's in that.
Yeah, Snoop and
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton.
Okay, so I'm going to tell a really.
And then You'll Be in My Heart from Tarzan. That was like number one for 25 weeks.
Sleeper Phil Collins hit that he did with Philip Bailey from Earth,
Easy
Wind,
Lover.
and Fire.
Oh, Easy Lover is a
great
classic.
song.
Another number one hit.
So I'll tell you a sad song.
You are an easy lover, just like me.
I was very easy back in the day.
Should break your heart, but you won't feel it.
Or you'll feel it a little bit.
I love the song "Against All Odds."
Okay, great song.
Which was a classic.
Which, by the way, it was written for a movie that is the ultimate L.A. movie, Los Angeles movie. Did you know that?
Yes.
It's the theme for the Rachel Ward, Jeff Bridges Against All Odds movie where it's a football movie.
It's produced by my friend Stuart Benjamin.
Great L.A. movie.
Great L.A. movie. So I had a high school girlfriend, and we were very much in love, and we went to different schools. And we broke up, and she, at the end of the first semester, I got a letter from her. And the letter was...
After you broke up.
After we broke up. The letter was only the lyrics for Against All Odds. That's the only thing it said.
So you just copied the lyrics?
Copied the lyrics and sent them to me, and I was like, I was sad, but I mean...
But wait, doesn't that mean she wanted you back?
Correct, she did want me back.
How did you respond? Did you not?
I faxed her a note saying, I've met a FIMU.
So, I mean, UCLA, I mean, the UCLA in the 80s, and, Sunset Boulevard runs right behind UCLA. Sure. And it's like in the afternoon, normally where rush hour traffic is, and one of my friends comes home and goes, all of Sunset is shut down. You should see it. It's a massive traffic jam. And I went, wait a minute. Sunset Boulevard at 3 o'clock in the afternoon is shut. It's like on a Monday.
Yeah.
Is shut down? And he goes, yeah. I go, wow, there must have been an accident or something. And so I drove. That movie has a big role in that.
It all comes full circle.
There
exactly.
It is. Right there.
All right, so Doc Rivers...
Chris, wait a minute. If Morales pulls this up, I'll be more impressed than anything. Chris, the band playing in Hollywood at the start of Against All Odds was who?
I don't know.
Kid Creole and the Coconuts.
Oh, wow.
You are really
that
deep
was deep.
In this movie.
We used to go to the Palace when I was at UCLA. We would go to the Palace.
My dad did a lot of stuff back in the day at the Palace. It was a big deal.
A lot of that is featured in the movie, what they were doing at the Palace.
All right, so Doc Rivers got a little annoyed, obviously out of a job now. Doc Rivers got a little annoyed by some speculation that was out there during the last stage of the season with Giannis.
Yeah, Shams wrote a big story about how Doc lost the locker room kind of thing.
And here is Doc talking about Shams.
We have a great relationship. Shams wrote an article that was so inaccurate that I don't have enough time to go into. He talked about a locker room thing, and I was laughing like, yeah, we had a tough locker room day. We lost to the Chicago Bulls with a 20-point lead. I showed clips the next day of guys who were screwing up. That's what happens in a locker room. The first thing I thought, where's Woj? I miss Woj so much. That was the first.
No, Doc, don't say it.
That was on Beatles podcast. And Shams yesterday went on Pat McAfee's show. And Shams responded. Do you have that up there, Brian?
We're kind of similar where we were last year as far as Giannis, as far as last summer, where the Bucks will get a bunch of calls. They're going to get a bunch of offers. They already went through negotiations for Giannis in February as far as trade talks. They're probably going to revisit a lot of those same conversations with teams like Minnesota and Golden State and Miami and the Knicks. We'll see how the playoffs shake out. That's going to have a big part in all this. But listen, the reality of everything in Milwaukee is this. If they spent as much time dealing with their own internal dynamics and problems as they do responding to accurate reports, they wouldn't be in the mess that they're in right now. I'm literally just focused on doing the job at the highest of levels that I possibly can.
Boom! Bam! Boom! Bam! Bam!
Obviously,
Exactly.
I know both sides here.
Yes.
Shams is right.
Yeah, Shams is right.
Doc doesn't like the fact that some stuff got out. Like, for example, he told the locker room, "Google me if you don't want to listen to me. Google me and see that I've won championships and I had a long NBA career." Apparently, that didn't go over very well.
Right.
Doc didn't like that Shams put that in the story, but Shams doesn't just make stuff up.
No, Shams is not making stuff up. Although, your take is that. What is your take on Shams kind of firing back?
It's a little undignified. Let your writing speak for itself. You don't have to go after Doc, who's already out of a job, and twist the knife a little bit.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Doc. He's being paid for next year.
Yeah. Do you know how much money Doc has siphoned off of teams?
He is going to be doing a different role at the Bucks, quote unquote. He's going to get paid. I just think that Shams, let your writing speak for itself. It seems a little insecure.
Yeah, if somebody attacks you, I'm okay with going back.
Maybe all that hair product is going to his head.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's true.
By the way, we mentioned this a little bit earlier, but Diana Orsini has resigned from The Athletic. One of the things she says in her resignation letter,
which she posted on her Twitter,
is that The Athletic supported her unequivocally, expressed confidence in her work, pride in her journalism. For that, she's grateful. In the days that followed, unfortunately, commentators and various media have engaged in self-feeding speculation that is simply unmoored from the facts. Moreover, this media frenzy is hurtling forward without regard for the review process. Therefore, she is resigning her position with The Athletic. We talked about it yesterday. It's hard to know exactly what is going on with Vrabel and with Diana Rossini and all this stuff.
Do you care? I don't.
It makes
don't care
no
who anybody sleeps
No,
with.
I don't care either. It makes no difference to me. I think that the issue is potential bias in the reporting, right?
Which is what they were
the issue.
investigating.
Yeah, that's what they were investigating. I don't think she should have lost her job or been forced to resign. Grown-ups, when they get together, sometimes
they get down.
Connect.
Yeah, but this is consistent. If you have a workplace affair, a lot of times it's going to cost you your job. I mentioned yesterday there was that famous case on Good Morning America where the two anchors, T.J. Holmes and Amy Robach, who were married to other people, started hooking up and left their respective spouses, and it cost them their jobs. I've never understood why. I don't think that their personal decisions about who they want to spend time with should cost them their job, but ABC thought differently. Those two people that got caught at the Coldplay concert.
Oh, yeah.
Out of a job within a week. I'll use the best example of this is Bill Clinton. Okay. Bill Clinton, I think, personally, I know people are going to come down on me, but I think history is going to be very kind to President Clinton. I think he had a very good presidency. I think he managed.
Why are you making that face?
But that was some skeevy garbage. I'm
Okay.
sorry. That was skeevy as hell. If you read that stuff, that is so sketch.
Mace, I don't disagree with that, but it didn't cost him his job. Okay?
Well, they tried.
Right. But in every other case, it did. Why do those two things, why does a bad libido, whatever decision you make, you could still be really good at, I'll use Mike Vrabel.
Sure you can,
Mike Vrabel looks like he stepped in it. Looks like he screwed up.
Sure.
Nobody knows what really happened.
Right.
The Patriots aren't going to fire him.
No, he went 13-4.
Right.
Yeah.
But why? So in Diana's case, though, she can't do her job anymore?
Right. I'm in complete agreement. But to cite Clinton, I mean, he did have a trial. They had a whole trial.
Correct.
And it was splayed everywhere, right?
I thought the trial was stupid.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, I think if all that stuff went down today, he would have been convicted and
Mace. You're out of your mind.
No,
look who's in the Oval Office now.
No,
are you talking about when he
you.
lied under oath? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the whole intern.
Right.
Yeah,
but Mace, look who's in the Oval Office now. His scandals are 5 times worse than Clinton's.
I know, but
we had a balanced budget then, Mace.
You're right. We did have a balanced budget, and you know what Al Gore was going to do with the surplus?
Well, start the internet?
No, he's going to put it on a lockbox. I'm going to put that in a lockbox.
I just think the
It's really
Diana
Al
thing
Gore's
is different
fault for not
because
getting
she's
elected.
reporting on Mike Vrabel.
That is the problem.
Also the thing about Diana, her contract was up this August.
Right. Well, it's actually June, and she said that there was no indication they were going to renew it anyway.
Exactly.
So she may have just beat him to the punch.
Right.
But if you had an affair with someone here who is married, I don't think you should be fired.
But I'm not reporting on my coworkers.
Right.
She is reporting on Mike Vrabel, getting inside information on the Patriots. It's more about the abuse and the ethics of what she's reporting on.
I see that side of it. I see that for her, she took more of a risk than he did.
Right.
She had more to lose than he did. He never had anything to lose.
Because she works for The Athletic, which is the New York Times.
Not anymore.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But she's got New York Times rules to play by, too. And I do understand the conflict of interest that they're kind of two different things. Dating in the workplace and dating a source are two different things.
But, one thing they could have done, and it's easy to do, is just have her not cover the Patriots. There's 31 other teams.
She resigned. Maybe she was forced out. I don't know exactly what's going on.
But it sounds like there may have been some
the
of that
sad thing
going on.
is, it's a little bit like the Coldplay thing in that, and she mentioned this, it sort of becomes a freight train of speculation.
Yeah,
where
did you see
started,
the interview?
including us, by the way?
Right. Did you see the interview with the Coldplay woman with Oprah?
No.
That, she was good at her job, well liked by everybody there, and because she had this fling with the boss, which she claims was never consummated, who knows, that she was out of a job. I don't think she should have been out of a job.
The problem was she was the HR director for the company. That's the problem.
Conflict of interest on something that you're supposed to be, doing correctly. I also think Diana, as a reporter, would have loved this story if it wasn't about her.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm just gonna say she probably would have loved talking about it, but it's because it centers her. She doesn't, and she's gonna have a job. And
she'll have a job quickly.
I hope so.
Yeah, I
don't think she deserved to lose this.
No,
one.
I think she'll go right back to work somewhere else.
My lit bingo card for today. Lit, by the way, presented by Providence, Live Imaging Tuesday. That we would get to Bill Clinton's presidency.
No,
I thought it was impressive.
Yeah,
I liked it.
But my point in bringing him up is you can still be great at your job and be like a bad husband.
Right.
Or a bad wife.
That's of course.
One of the best presidents we ever
we
had.
got to get over this in this country of, they had an affair. I don't want to work with them anymore. They're fired. What if they're really good at their job?
You know what?
Good
job, Johnny. Good job, honestly.
But abuse of power can be a slippery slope at the same time.
I understand.
You're talking about an intern in the White House sneaking around. I mean, that's honestly, it's.
And I still think with that story and everything that came with it, his presidency 50 years from now is going to be looked at as a successful one. I think he did a lot of good.
I think Monica Lewinsky's name is going to be in the first sentence of his obituary.
I bet you it's not even in the first paragraph of his Wikipedia page. $1. $1.
First paragraph.
Let's look in the break after we.
We can go to break, but okay. I'm pulling it up. The Bill Clinton first paragraph. Come on, Wikipedia.
Damn.
It's not there. It's not there. I win. $1. Cough it up.
Yeah.
It makes sense that it wouldn't be there, frankly, with all that he accomplished.
Matter of fact, doesn't even come up in the first 5 paragraphs.
No, it comes up under the subject personal.
Yep.
And he had a fine Italian man as one of his chief of staff, Leo Panetta.
Leon Panetta.
Are there files there as well? Is that in his Wikipedia as well?
Whoa.
I'm just saying, we're bringing up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right, coming up next for you is
Not
Fast
Leon
Track.
Panetta.
Yeah, out of control. Don't attack Leon Panetta.
Fine Italian man.
Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
LAFC is one step away from the semifinals.
LAFC 3, Cruz Azul 0 at Vivo Stadium.
After a dominant 3-0 win in Leg 1, the black and gold head to Mexico to face Cruz Azul in the deciding Leg 2.
Son Heung-min with a goal! Oh, and the counterattack lightning quick for the black and gold!
Can LAFC take care of business and punch their ticket to the semifinals? LAFC, Cruz Azul, Leg 2, tonight at 5:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I want to tell you about my favorite app on my phone. That's Prize Picks. Now, by the way, I've been very, very hot on Prize Picks, and then I've gone ice cold, but then I've come back and I've been red hot again. So do this. Make sure you're following me on Prize Picks, okay? And here's the other thing. When you're playing Prize Picks, you got to think about early payouts, because sometimes they're watching the game like you're watching the game, and you're thinking to yourself, I got 20 on this, but maybe I should take the $10 right now. So consider, as we go into the playoff push here in basketball season, the best way to win cash on high-flying hoops action is Prize Picks, America's #1 sports pick app. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Let's all play together. Let's all win together. Come on, here come the basketball playoffs, and we're going to win on Prize Picks.
Feel the vibe, the speed, the adrenaline. The Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach roars back this weekend. It's a pulsating 200-mile-per-hour beach party. 6 races featuring the sleek MTT Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, and more. Saturday night, rock out with Kings of Chaos. Kids 12 and under free with a ticketed adult. Tickets at gplb.com. The Acura Grand Prix this weekend. The Long Beach vibe is back.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain mat full, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Behind the scenes, it's like John and Ken on KFI. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a lot of politics.
Give me the politics for the next hour.
I want to do more Leon Panetta.
Yeah, Leon Panetta gets the shout out. I did not have him.
Is your first Fast Track story about Leon Panetta?
It is not, unfortunately,
What
but
do you
you'll
got?
love it. You'll love it because I'm going to talk about the WNBA draft that happened last night. It's so crazy that it happens like 2 weeks after the Final Four for women, but your UCLA Bruins had 6 women taken,
6!
Yeah.
5 in the first round, which is a record. So congratulations to Corey Close, all those women, and good luck to them on their WNBA journey. Also, Azzi Fudd was taken number 1 overall. We talked about last week with Ramona the idea that, hey, you know, Azzi Fudd and Paige Beckers, Paige Beckers is the star of the Dallas Wings. Azzi and Paige have had a romantic entanglement. I don't know. They've been dating, not dating. It's kind of been in the news. I don't know what's happening, but they did end up taking Azzi Fudd number 1 overall. So, I best of luck to those two kids and best of luck to Dallas Wings.
Those 2 kids, yeah.
But I want to bring up this. So, Kathy Engelbert is the commissioner of the WNBA.
Yep.
She is not loved amongst WNBA fans and
she is
WNBA
not.
players.
I don't know where her constituency is because not even the people in the NBA office like her.
Right. So she is not well liked, as most commissioners are, but she was asked last night about how much longer she thinks she will have her job. So this piece of stuff I'm going to play for you from a New York Post person asking her. It includes the question. So here is that interaction.
Adam Silver was asked last month about just your future as the commissioner of the WNBA, and he said he didn't know what you wanted to do. So I guess I'm just curious, like, how much do you want to stay the commissioner of the WNBA? How much longer do you anticipate to be in this role?
Well, thank you, Maddie. I do crack up how everybody's focused on me, and you should be focused on the hundreds of amazing women and thousands of women who run this league outside of myself. Our women owners, our women board of governors, our women GMs and women head coaches, and my whole team of, you know, diverse women and men who are working hard every day to get the 30th season tipped off by May 8th. But I appreciate that you're focused on me as well. I wonder whether you would ask that of a man, by the way. But I realize as women, we get asked different questions than men do.
So as a woman, I would like to say that is BS because every commissioner is asked about this. Every commissioner is disliked and hated because you can blame the commissioner for a million different things. So what do you think of Kathy Engelbert's response to this reporter?
She's kind of playing the gender card.
Yeah,
I
playing a
guess.
little bit of a victim.
And I got to be honest, if you are a commissioner of a professional sports league, you've got to be prepared to have a black hat on some of the time. You know, Rob Manfred, it's a piece of metal. Roger Goodell, pigs go to slaughter. I mean, every single commissioner gets criticized
and paid handsomely to do so.
Yeah. So I don't understand playing that card there. I think you would ask that question of a man, the same you would ask it of her.
100%. She's trying to deflect the issue, which is she's received really poor reviews of her job.
From everybody.
And again, I don't know who's supporting her. It doesn't seem like anybody likes her. It doesn't seem that the players like her, the owners like her, the league likes her. I wonder who's keeping her up.
Right.
You know, that's the interesting thing.
All right, the Kings clinched their playoff spot last night. They're looking to keep their win streak alive as they take on the Canucks tonight in Vancouver. Pre-game coverage starts at 7, leading it right up to face-off at 7:30 after the game. Keep it here for Kings Talk with Sam Batesh. Sam Boney, your spot to react and break it all down. Catch every moment on ESPN LA 710 and the ESPN LA app. Just tap the Kings play-by-play tile, home of the LA Kings. BC, what do you got?
Another thing that happened last night was the Orioles manager, don't know if you saw this clip, took a foul ball straight to the face in the dugout. About 20 minutes ago, he had his pregame presser today. Said he had 7 fractures in his cheek and a broken jaw.
Wow.
And they told him he'd be eating baby food and liquid for about 6 weeks. Kind of raised the point here. So this is, part of the reason why 10 years ago or so, MLB put all the netting up to help protect fans.
Yep.
Should there be anything for the dugout, or is it kind of, one of these
good
freak
question.
Yeah, that's
accidents?
interesting. Should there be fencing around the dugout? I spent a lot of time when I was working in minor league baseball in the dugout. You just have to stay alert. You've got to stay alert at all times.
I mean, they showed the clip. He was looking right. It was like, one of those.
It just happened so fast.
Foul ball off the bat, 100 miles an hour.
Oh, God. I mean, I don't think it's the worst idea in the world.
Maybe put plexiglass in front of the part that's in front of the on-deck circle, and then all the players could run from the other end of the dugout.
Right.
Might help a little.
Oh, God.
But, man, yeah, that's brutal.
That is brutal.
I was watching tomorrow's Jackie Robinson Day.
Yes.
And I was watching 42 about a month ago,
Yeah.
which still holds up. Great movie. By the way, Harrison Ford, great in that movie. Chadwick Boseman kills it as
Yeah,
Jackie Robinson,
he does.
but Harrison Ford plays Branch Rickey, and he's really good. But in that movie, I had forgotten, photographers were like 10 feet from home plate on one knee taking pictures without a helmet or anything.
Yeah.
Just sitting right there.
Crazy.
And so it's changed over the years, that's for sure.
We got a minute here. I want to ask you something, John. The NBC Sunday Night Baseball format is interesting because
I haven't seen a game from them yet.
You haven't watched did you not see the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks?
No.
Their very first game.
No.
Okay. So it's Jason Benetti's doing play-by-play.
Great. He's awesome.
And in that game, they take an analyst from each team and put them together in the box. Those become
I
his
did
analysts.
see a little of this when they had Oral Hershiser
And Luis Gonzalez.
Right. I did see a little
Those
of
two
that.
guys. So
Yeah.
every week they do somebody different. And this past week was Cleveland, Atlanta. For the Guardians, Corey Kluber was the analyst.
Okay.
And I mean, he gave them less than nothing.
Just wouldn't talk?
Just wouldn't talk.
Okay.
Wasn't engaged. I mean, it was the weirdest scene. So I'm wondering if this format actually works. Do you think they can continue? Jason Benetti goes to a town, grab an analyst from each team, and make that work? Or do you need a consistent analyst?
It's a good question. I think when I remember the few innings I did see, I thought Gonzalez and Hershiser meshed well together.
They were terrific, I thought. But I'm sure it's hit and miss.
Right.
And Kluber was a miss.
You need the right guys. So
Yeah.
it may take them a while to find the right guys.
Yep.
And my guess is Kluber probably does work for the Indians
yep.
in
Or the
Cleveland,
Guardians.
Guardians in Cleveland. And they said, hey, give us one of your TV guys. And, but maybe next time they go to somebody better. Maybe they get Jim Tomei,
Yeah, right.
wherever he is, and throw
somebody
him
else,
in there.
exactly.
Yeah, so they're going to need time to tweak it, but I don't hate the idea.
I like the idea a lot. I think it's interesting. Even if this one bombed, I still think, generally speaking, you can nail it. You can find two really good analysts and get a unique insight on each of the teams. I think it's a smart way to go, so I hope they stick with it. All right, more Fast Track coming up next for you. In the meantime, how about that water?
Life Source Water has changed.
Don't be a city water sleazeball, John.
Exactly. Chris knows what I'm talking about. LA City Water is filled with chemicals and chlorine. Yeah, it sucks. But Life Source cleans and conditions your water from every tap. So you're getting healthier water throughout the whole house. The best part, it's easy. No salt, no regular maintenance, no more harsh skin irritating city water. The day, Chris, I had it done, I came in here to work. By the time I got home, it was in, done, finished. Bam! And that's it. I'm telling you, this is one of those upgrades you'll notice immediately. Better showers, better drinking water, just better all around. I'm happy. My wife's happy. The dog is happy. The water's better. Upgrade your water and your life with Life Source. I did. I'll never go back for the month of April. Ask for the ESPN LA special. I did it. Morales did it. You get $500 off plus free installation for new customers, but you have to ask for it by name. The ESPN LA special. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Life Source Water, it's not just better, it's essential. Offer ends April 30th. Warranty limitations apply. Call 800-WATER-99. Life Source Water.
Listen to Johnny I. Don't be a city water sleazeball, Jack.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
I got a couple of days off coming the next couple of days. I'm going to see the rodeo, my man.
Rodeo. Look at you.
I'm going to watch some horses and
Wait a
cows and
What are you going to wear?
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
probably something similar to this.
You going to wear boots?
I don't have boots.
You don't have boots?
If I had boots, I would wear them.
You're going to have to get you some boots.
Susan had an outfit.
What about a hat?
I might wear the hat.
Hat and the buckle?
Buckle might get covered up by other parts of my anatomy, but yeah.
You gonna wear one of those little ties? What are they called?
Bolo ties?
Bolo ties? You gonna wear a
No,
bolo
I
tie?
might wear a little pearl snap shirt or something like that.
Oh, pearl snap.
Susan had the whole getup. She had the boots, the skirt, the hat, the vest.
Chaps? You gonna go
I was
chaps?
into it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, hey,
Yes,
what's up?
sir.
How you feeling? So I was like, that looks pretty darn good.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Hey everybody, you could spend your whole weekend on the couch, or you could be with me at Beach Life May 1st through the 3rd in Redondo. Duran Duran's going to be great, the Chainsmokers, the Offspring. I have never seen James Taylor, so I am psyched. It's all right there on the water, all in one place. Now picture it, the sun's out, the ocean breeze, live music all day, and nowhere else you need to be. The VIP Beach Life is almost gone, and once the VIP sells out, that's it. So yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. Do it now. 3 days at Seaside Lagoon. Don't miss your chance. Get your tickets now at beachlifefestival.com.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, Huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
Got this nugget. ESPN's doing Jackie Robinson Day tomorrow for the Dodgers and Mets, and it's going to be Joe Buck, Oral Hershiser, and Ron Darling.
I bet you
calling
that'll
that
work.
game. That is definitely going to work. Em, what do you got?
Amazing. That brings me to what I enjoyed last night. I was watching the Dodger game, and I just really enjoyed two specific Joe Davis moments.
Okay.
One of them came at the beginning of the game. Last night was Hello Kitty night, and Joe had some fun explaining Hello Kitty to us. Here's the clip.
It is a big day. It is Hello Kitty Day at Dodger Stadium. Found out earlier today, Hello Kitty is 5 apples tall. So there's that, and there's hoodies for everybody.
I like just
I don't even know what that
there's
means.
That. She is 5 apples tall, and I did clip off the so there's that, so we could use that later. And then later in the game,
yep.
A strange moment. I believe it was in the 7th inning.
Okay.
Where Shohei was at the bat, and Craig Kimbrell is pitching.
Kimbrell, yep.
Yeah.
His name is
Dodger.
hard for me to say. I am aware of that, but he's hard for me to say. So he's about to pitch. The catcher for the Mets comes out to try to stop it because the
this was weird.
pitch
I
clock
saw
was
this.
expiring. So here is Joe Davis reacting to this moment.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Oh my gosh! I've never seen that.
What the heck?
Okay, so we should explain this
Yes.
better.
Yeah.
Kimbrel does this thing with his windup when he's delivering a pitch where he buries his face and his head behind him.
Yep.
So you basically just see his back.
Yep.
And then he wheels around to throw the ball, and that's when you see his face.
Yep.
So he had already gone into his windup. He was loading up to unload. Shohei asked for time. The umpire gave it to him, and the catcher stood up as if to tell Kimbrel, don't throw it. He's got a timeout, but Kimbrel was already in a full delivery. So the catcher took 2 steps forward, like, I'm going to take one for the team here.
Yeah.
And Kimbrel went, oh, I can't throw it, and just fell forward off the mound.
Yeah, so weird.
But to Joe Davis's point, I've never seen that either.
And he thought he was going to beam because it was like a little league distance away, and it was because the pitch clock was expiring. He had 1 second left on the pitch clock.
Oh, is that what it was?
The catcher called the timeout, trying to stop it, and that's why it happened.
So
but it's crazy.
my guy Eric Karros was doing color last night, and he at some point right around that time, he was talking about how he goes, I always know to leave my house early if it's a Shohei bobblehead night.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it's a Shohei bobblehead night, it's going to take me an extra hour to get into the ballpark.
Yep.
And he said, we have a new leader in the clubhouse. Hello Kitty
Hello
night
Kitty.
dwarfs Shohei bobblehead.
Yeah, they were
night.
crazy over Hello.
He said he barely got EK said he barely got in.
I remember him talking about. I was listening to that as well, and it was just funny because of how they were all reacting to it. But it would throw a wrench into your whole schedule.
So what is the 5 apples tall thing? Is that just something from Hello Kitty
That's
lore
how,
or something?
Yes, Hello Kitty is 5 apples tall.
How tall is an apple?
It depends on the apple.
Well, I mean, one of those big juicy ones.
It is Hello Kitty lore that she is 5 apples tall. She is not a cat. She's something else.
She's a kitty.
She's a kitty.
She's something.
There's
She's
drop
a kitty,
for you.
not a cat.
I'm gonna need that. We'll add
I
that to
believe
the
I
open.
had
Kitty
sound
cat.
of it last year when the creator of Hello Kitty was explaining it. but
Right.
She is just 5 apples tall.
5 apples tall. All right. BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
Well, it was announced today FIFA will be not allowing tailgating for this World Cup here in
great.
the U.S. So,
Great.
And it is more of an American tradition, you know. There are a few places out here in L.A. you still can. I know at SoFi, certain sections, and Angel Stadium.
Coliseum, a lot of tailgating for
Okay,
USC games. Yeah, that's where a lot of tailgating goes on.
Is this miss out? You know, I understand FIFA kind of saying, hey, you know, we're not going to allow this for our tournament. Is it what do you think about
I think everybody's a little sour on the World Cup right now because of the expensive. I mean, it's so expensive, like crazy. Like Pepe Mantilla has been to World Cups in the past.
Yeah, he says he won't go unless he can find discounted
tickets.
tickets.
This one is crazy expensive.
New Jersey Transit raised the price from go to Penn Station to MetLife from $12 typically to $100 on game day.
Wow.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Like, I had a chance to buy USA Paraguay tickets because I'm a season ticket holder. $1,800 a piece. I'm sorry. That's just too much.
And you probably could have made money.
Probably
if
could
you
have
would
made
have
money.
bought them, but
It's
it's
such
a risk.
hassle. It's such a hassle.
And I think the thing is why there isn't tailgating in other countries is because other countries, everything's kind of a little more compact.
Yeah.
So, like, you could actually walk from a bar to the stadium and have it be, it's more like a Wrigleyville situation.
Yeah, right.
Than it is at SoFi or, in Philadelphia where it's a little bit further apart. And so they don't have to tailgate. They can go from a bar right to the stadium.
Yeah, right.
Here in LA, like SoFi, you can't really walk to a bar besides HPC, which is still a little bit of a walk away.
You can see the postgame show there.
You can.
Yeah.
Every game.
Which includes Chris Morales.
It does.
Yes. Gutless. All right. Let me get to one thing here, John. There is a former Eastern Michigan football player who really wants a job with the Detroit Lions. Now, he has played, I guess you would call it minor league, UFL, played in the UFL, and has some background. His name is Freddie McGee III, and he earned a spot on the football team at Eastern Michigan. He ended up campaigning for a job with the Detroit Lions. He is standing outside of Detroit Lions headquarters with a sign that said, "This is grit, no agent, 14 interceptions, 25 tackles for loss, deployed in AFL, need one shot." He's standing outside the Detroit Lions facility.
How old is he?
He appears to be a man of, I'd say mid-20s.
Okay.
Do you think this is an effective way to try to get a job?
No, but if I were the Lions, I'd invite him into
I'd
camp.
invite him in a second.
Yeah.
That guy wants it, man. That guy wants it.
There's a movie, you guys have to dig it up, but there's a movie made in the 60s called Paper Lion.
Oh, I remember that. George
Right.
Plimpton.
George Plimpton. Alan Alda plays George Plimpton.
God, what a great actor.
And
Alan Alda.
George Plimpton was a good athlete. So he sold his bosses, I think it was for Life magazine or Sports Illustrated, I'm going to go try out for the Lions and write about it.
Yeah.
Just write about the tryout. And they actually let him try out. They did not take it easy on him. And I would love to see how long this guy could hold his own.
Yeah.
Send him in. And Dan Campbell's the type of coach who would probably embrace this.
Absolutely. Dan Campbell, I mean, he's biting kneecaps and stuff. He would totally take this guy.
You guys remember that one Mark Wahlberg movie where Invincible, yeah, where it becomes the
Vince Papale,
the special teamers on the Eagles.
Yep.
But it's really, he was a special teamer.
Yeah.
know? I mean, important.
Sure.
But I could see how a world in which someone could try out and be a special teamer.
Me too. Hey, listen to DeMarco and Travis all week long for your chance to win tickets to the May 22nd Angels-Rangers game at Angels Stadium. When you hear the cue to call, be ready to call in. The excitement of Angels baseball lives on ESPN LA, and the Pechanga Resort Casino is taking you to the game. Coming up next for you, what do Modern Family and Edwin Diaz have in common? I'll explain next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Cosm. You know, right now you got the NHL, the NBA playoffs going on. There's no better place to catch all the action than Cosm. Seriously, people, you got to see this place. A massive 87-foot wraparound LED display. Every slam dunk, every goal feels like you're courtside or right up on the glass. It's that real. And you're not just watching the playoffs. You will feel like you're actually there. You'll feel like you're on the glass. You feel like you're on the court. I've been there. It's unreal. The energy, the visuals, the fans had an absolute blast. You can head to the hall, catch every single game on wall-to-wall screens, grab amazing food. The Korean corn cheese nachos, delicious. The barbecue tacos, the tri-tip sandwiches, even the Beast Burger, and yeah, drinks, cocktails, all that stuff, top notch. It is perfect for date nights or bring the family. There's even immersive experiences like Willy Wonka, Cirque du Soleil, and The Matrix. No better place for the playoffs than Cosm. For game listings and tickets, visit Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Yeah, Michelle, I've taken a lot of heat around here for not knowing who Yoshi the dinosaur is. And then does this have something to do with Mario Brothers or does it not?
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Because I only knew Mario from the video game Donkey Kong from 1982.
But Michelle, you know who Mario and Luigi were.
Of course. I mean, I'm Italian. Of course I know Mario.
Right, I was just going to say.
It's over here.
Me, it's
right over here. It's right over
here. Those are our guys, please.
Yeah, I mean, two Italian plumbers. You're Italian. Exactly.
I know.
Wait, those guys are plumbers?
They're plumbers.
I didn't know they were
Happy's
plumbers.
face when you said
I didn't know
two
they were
Italian plumbers.
I didn't know those guys were plumbers. Really? I thought those guys just climbed ladders to get the Donkey Kong. I didn't know that. No.
Looking at them now, excellent mustaches.
Oh,
for
very
Mario
good.
and Luigi.
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
And they're great athletes, these guys. You
two
see
lovely
these
mustachioed gentlemen. So.
Yeah.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Looking for paint that actually lasts? Vista Paint delivers expert quality, rich color, and pro-trusted durability, backed by over 60 years of experience. From your home to your next big project, we've got you covered. Vista Paint, since 1956.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here, and let me tell you something you should do. You should book your annual eye exam at VisionWorks. It's not just about your sharper vision, it's about catching potential health issues early, like glaucoma, diabetes, or hypertension. Look, I did it. You should do it. I know you're busy. They'll work with you on evenings or weekends. I went to the Santa Ana store, had an amazing experience. That peace of mind, it's totally worth it. If you haven't had your eyes checked yet this year, now is the time, and VisionWorks makes it simple.
LAFC is one step away from the semifinals.
LAFC 3, Cruz Azul 0 at BMO Stadium.
After a dominant 3-0 win in Leg 1, the Black and Gold head to Mexico to face Cruz Azul in the deciding Leg 2.
Son Heung-min with a goal! Oh, and the counterattack lightning quick for the Black and Gold!
Can LAFC take care of business and punch their ticket to the semifinals? LAFC, Cruz Azul, Leg 2, tonight at 5:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Evan Cohen here. Did you know the average employer sorts through about 250 resumes for one job opening? That's a lot of time reviewing applications. Well, if you're hiring, here's good news. You can now review resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. With ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates who are very interested in your job show up at the top of your list. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site based on G2. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
First show on the radio, and it's all I listen to all day, and every day I can't wait to listen to you guys.
That is so nice. So nice, you man.
Mason and Ireland.
These guys are a whole bunch of fools.
Back to the guys.
Easy Lover.
Easy Lover. There's some Phil Collins going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Our Genesis is already in, so he's now in as a solo act as well, and totally deserved. Hey, the brand new Mason Plus podcast is out. It's on the ESPN LA YouTube channel right now. Scott Wolf is on the show, along with Deacon Fry from the Eagles and Dr. Clapper. You can check it out on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. Plus, it's on Apple and Spotify.
The Eagles, the band, not the football team?
The Eagles, the band, yes. Oh, I should. Yeah, it is the Eagles, the band. So Dave Roberts was on vacation when the Dodgers began talking to Edwin Diaz.
Okay.
On the Sunday before the official start of the winter meetings in Orlando, Roberts was in Kansas City attending the Chiefs-Texans game with longtime friend, Emmy-winning actor Eric Stonestreet.
Okay.
That's when the Dodgers manager received a text from Friedman asking if he'd be free to hop on a video conference call with Diaz. So the following day, Monday morning, just before the flight to the winter meetings, Roberts logged on to the video call from Eric Stonestreet's house.
Okay.
He was joined by Friedman, general manager Brandon Gomes, etc. I did not know about this connection. Did you know about the connection between Dave Roberts and Eric Stonestreet from Modern Family?
I knew Eric Stonestreet was a big sports fan and a big Kansas City sports fan, but I did not know he was friends with Dave Roberts.
So in part, the Dodgers were able to land Edwin Diaz because Dave Roberts jumped on a video call from Eric Stonestreet's house, which I find just to be fascinating.
Is there anybody, if somebody was trying to recruit you for a job and you were a free agent?
Yes.
Is there anybody they could bring into a call like that?
Yeah.
That would impress you to the point of you would look at him more positively, like you'd say, he's friends with them? I'm in.
That's a good question. Is there? Well, there are
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, yeah, would sell me.
Emily, how about you? Your phone rings, you pick it up. It's a video call, and somebody's trying to recruit you. Like, let's say another sports. Let's say the Athletics trying to get you. I hear they have an opening. They're trying to get you, and they say, "Hey, Emily, hang on a second," and they hand the phone to somebody, and "Hey, Emily, this is Taylor Swift. I hear you're a big fan of mine. You should go work for these guys. I'm friends with them. They're really fun." Does that influence you?
Sure, Taylor Swift, but for me, honestly, right now, there's a comedian.
Chalamet?
No, Caleb Heron. I love this comedian so much.
Really?
And I would do anything for him. Caleb, C-A-L-E-B, and Heron is H-E-A-R-O-N. He's appeared on Kylie Kelce's podcast. He has a special on HBO. I would be flustered.
Oh, he looks like Josh Gad. Do you know who Josh Gad is?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I love him so much. He's going to be in Devil Wears Prada 2.
Oh, nice.
So anyway, Taylor Swift, yes, but a more niche answer, Caleb Heron.
Okay, that is very niche.
He's very funny, and look him up on YouTube. He's great.
What about you, Brian?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop is always a good
name on the call.
Seriously, Snoop would sell me right away.
Right.
Snoop, he'll sell anything.
He absolutely will. I bought one of those little grills that he's got. They're one of those little. He's got those little fire tables.
Bri, have you made anything from his cookbook?
Not with the extra stuff in it, but yes, little lemon cakes.
Lemon cakes with the extra stuff?
No. So
why would you not put the extra stuff in there?
Well, I didn't have it on me. You know,
it's an ingredient acquisition issue.
Oh, got it.
It's one of these things where it takes a lot to make the butter.
Hey, by the way, am I allowed to say that Ryan Gosling is the new Keanu Reeves?
Sure, I don't blame you.
That he is
that dude,
your hall pass?
Yeah, okay. That dude.
I thought it was by the way, Rob from Traders.
All right, did you ever see that Seinfeld episode where Deborah Messing is married to Carrie Elwes and Elaine wants to date Eloise, and Jerry wants to date Messing. And so George goes, well, I can split them up. And George goes in and walks up to Deborah Messing and goes, what are you doing with him? You can do much better than him. And it works. It breaks them up. And Jerry ends up going out with Deborah Messing. Elaine goes out with Carrie Eloise. And then, of course, like always on Seinfeld, Eloise and Messing get back together and the whole plan is foiled. But if you know who Ryan Gosling's married to?
Yeah, Eva Mendes.
So you take Ryan, I'll take Eva, and then we're on.
Yeah, we're off.
Then it's game go.
Yeah,
But they are madly in love.
They are
and
madly in love.
They've been together since they did Place Beyond the Pine.
And they're super private.
Yeah,
which
I love it.
I respect. And by the way, if you've not seen Project Hail Mary, I think it is just a fantastic. Brian, did you see it?
I did. Opening weekend. Great movie.
I think it is
really
so
solid.
good.
He's good.
He's super
He's
charming.
good in everything.
He's really
that dude,
charming.
I
guy.
mean, he's reached the status of like a Tom Cruise, where if he's in the movie, you consider going regardless of what the movie's about.
yeah, and it's a Gosling movie too. Like, yo, you want to see that new Gosling movie over the weekend as opposed to like the Project Hail Mary of it.
Exactly.
All right. So hey, let me throw this guy out at you before we get to Game of Games. Is Jacob coming in today?
I have not been told.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my game today, right?
Yeah. Okay. So you guys know what school has won more national championships in basketball than any other, right?
UCLA.
Right. Last night, you brought this up earlier in the show, Emily, when you were talking about the 5 UCLA girls going in the first round.
And 6 total.
6 if you add Charlize Leisure Walker, who went in the second round. So here's how it went down. Lauren Betts went 4th. Gabriela Jaquez 5th. Kiki Rice 6th. So 3 in a row. Angela Dujalich 9th. Gianna Neepkins 15th. And then Leisure Walker went in the second round.
And if people aren't familiar with the WNBA draft, there's 15 total in each round. So she went last to the first round.
But and it's going to work out a little bit. Betts and Dujalich both went to Washington, went to the Mystics, so they'll be teammates. And Leisure Walker was selected by the Sun. The Sun's going to play one more year in Connecticut and then move to Houston. So Leisure Walker is going to be teammates with Neepkin. So 4 of those girls are going to get to play with each other. I'm going to make a statement here that is going to sound like hyperbole.
And I'm sure it is, but go ahead.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
And I'm talking, you go back to Lou Alcindor playing with, Mike Warren and those dudes.
Yep.
You go back to Bill Walton with Jamal Wilkes. You go back to that team that had Kevin Love, Russell Westbrook, Jordan Farmar. I think based on what happened last night, that's the most successful UCLA basketball team in school history.
It's hard to argue.
No team has ever had, in men's or women's basketball, 5 players taken in the first round of a draft, and the draft only, as you point out, has 15 spots. Think about that, Mace. 5 of the 15 players that were taken in the first round all were on the same UCLA team, and then a 6th girl got picked in the next. There's only 30 picks in the whole draft.
That's such a testament to Corey Kloss for being able to
Corey Kloss was at this draft, and she just never stopped smiling.
But for to keep this team together, to get these girls to buy in that they will make the WNBA, but we're gonna have to be a team. The ball's gonna. If there's only one ball, everyone has to play together, get the best out of each other. There are times in which maybe Lauren Betts wants to go somewhere else and gets more shine if she's not on the same team as Gabrielle Hawkins.
She was at Stanford.
Exactly, but I just think it's.
Corey talked her into coming.
I think it's incredible that Corey was able to put this team together.
I just can't. But you weren't here when they won it.
I wasn't here when it all went down.
And I was very guilty of just having a huge crush
well, hell,
on,
it's a
on
national
this team.
championship. I mean, it's fantastic.
I couldn't stop watching their games. I couldn't, I was rooting by myself, screaming at the TV. Love Gabriela Jaquez. She's in she's the one. I know Lauren Betts was the National Player of the Year. Gabby's the one that I think is going to have a monster NBA career because, like her brother, she's everywhere all at once. She's every loose ball. She's in it. She can assist. She can rebound. She can score.
A lot of heart.
And she's got an endless motor. She never comes out of the games. I just think she's awesome. Kiki Rice, I know they're better players. I know Juju's probably on paper better than her. I know Caitlin Clark's better than her. I wouldn't have traded Kiki Rice for anybody as a point guard.
Right.
I mean, she was just perfect for that team because, Emily, all the reasons you said, there was only one ball. Kiki Rice didn't care, and she could score. She's a good scorer, but she didn't care if she scored. So a perfect game for her would be 0 points, 20 assists, 10 rebounds, we win. And that's why she got taken by Toronto. That's an expansion team. She's absolutely perfect for the first face of the franchise.
Toronto Tempo is what they're being called.
She doesn't care what her stats are as long as she wins. And I wish you would have been here.
I know. I'm sure it was really
We had
fun.
Corey Close on twice.
Yeah.
Michael and I had her in the third chair when that team was honored at the Laker game.
Yeah.
And she's such a perfect coach for that school because she doesn't make it about her. I asked her, I said, it's all NIL now, right? I go, I said, I loved UCLA. I think it's Camelot. For me, it's, obviously my school. I'm an alum there. But when I went there, I just thought it was the greatest place on earth. And I think that's what you used to sell. Now do you have to lead with the NIL? She goes, this is what I do. I walk into the room. She goes, I want you to get every penny you deserve for NIL. And we're going to be competitive with any other school that comes to you. But she said, the reason you want to come to UCLA is we get people from all over the world, and it's the greatest cultural experience of your lifetime. If college is to prepare you for the rest of your life, you will get to meet people from every country, from all walk of life, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, from parts of Europe. And she said, and I'll bring you all together, and you'll learn how to work in a global economy. And she said, wow, wait till you see what it's like when you get it. She said people were coming to their practices. WNBA teams were coming to their practices to scout the girls.
Yep.
And they said, we've never seen anything like this. They were all rebounding for each other. They were all in individual one-on-one drills. When Gabby would go one-on-one with Kiki, the other 15 players would get around him in a circle. And they said, we've never seen anything like your culture or the way you practice.
And now she can say, in addition to this, that I sent my entire team to the WNBA in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is amazing. By the way, my knowledge of women's basketball is extremely limited. I don't know if
well, but everyone's is. But you would have loved this team.
Oh, I would have loved to be part of that. Em, you will not invite me into your fantasy WNBA league.
Yes, because
let me in.
No boys allowed.
Let one boy in.
No boys allowed.
Let one boy in.
How about Mason and I get into the league? We'll run one team, and we get all the UCLA girls.
I will consult.
Consult?
But I think what they will say is no boys allowed.
No.
How about all the UCLA and all the USC girls? Well, that's all our whole team. We only want UCLA and USC girls.
A lot of great players.
Yeah, it's a lot of great players. Get one boy in.
I will consult, and I will come back with their
consult
with their
the powers
thoughts.
that be. The Council of Elders.
I'm not the commissioner, so.
All right. Coming up next for you, it's a game of games. I never know what the game is going to be. I write it when I'm stoned over the weekend, and I open it up, and I'm like, oh, hey, that's kind of cool.
Do you remember what this one is about?
This one is called Who Said It?
Okay.
Who Said It?
I'll be ready.
Jacob Imrani is going to be here to play along.
Beautiful.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
Tip or no tip, you've been to a place where you've been a fish out of water.
Tip.
DeMarco.
Tip, I saw a Slipknot Metallica concert. In Gelsenkirchen, Germany.
Oh,
wow.
Germany?
Whoa, wow.
Man.
Germany.
That's hardcore.
Oh, my God. I sat near the exit just in case.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American-made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic Huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
It's almost Earth Day, and that's when I like to grow things like pansies. And money in my pocket at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Rewards members get a free Earth Day reusable utensil set the 22nd while supplies last.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Polaris Razor Pro R Ultimate April 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Pool season is on. The Oasis Pool and Lazy River are open. Party in the cabana.
Morongo. Good times.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Los Angeles is offering up to 25% off windows and doors and 0% financing for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends April 30th, 2026.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change.
wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani. Call Jacob. Call Jacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, we welcome to the show the great Jacob Emrani. Jacob, how you doing?
I am doing wonderful.
We'll talk a little Lakers coming up here, but in the meantime, it's Game of Games. Em, do we have a score this month?
We do. Brian is out to a sizable lead. He has 3 wins so far this month. Ramona has 2, both my games. Ireland has 2. Michael, myself, and Travis all have 1.
Coming for you, BC. Coming for you.
Here we go. The game is called the Who Said It game. I'm going to give you a quote. Some of these are sports. Some of these are other aspects, actors, movie people, all that kind of stuff. I'll give you 3 choices. You tell me who said it. Number 1, we don't make movies to make money. We make money to make more movies. Is that A, Walt Disney, B, George Lucas, C, Tom... Jacob?
I say Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Ireland.
I would say George Lucas.
George Lucas. M.
Disney.
Walt Disney. BC.
Lucas.
Correct answer is Walt Disney.
Emily.
He's the one that said it. Emily's
on the board.
All right, number 2. Gold medals aren't made of gold. They're made of sweat, determination, and a hard-to-find alloy called guts. Was that A, Dan Gable, the wrestler, B, Carl Lewis, the sprinter, C, Michael Phelps, the swimmer? Start with Ireland here. Who was it, John? Who said
Dan
it?
Gable.
Says Dan Gable. M.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis. BC.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis. And Jacob.
Gable.
The correct answer is Dan Gable. Yeah, I love that quote, too. Gold medals aren't really made of gold. They're made of sweat, determination.
Are you doing this again? All right, so
Not
the
on purpose.
score is
Not on
Emily
purpose.
1, John 1, Jacob 1, Brian.
Are you
only
going low,
one
Brian?
alive for lucky loser?
Maybe one more if I get it wrong.
All right, here we go. The only way to prove that you're a good sport is to lose. Is that A, Ernie Banks, B, Samuel Goldwyn, or C, Teddy Roosevelt? Who said that? Ernie Banks, Samuel Goldwyn, or Teddy Roosevelt? We'll start with them.
Well, I know it's not Gina Auriemma.
Yeah, that's right.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. BC.
Teddy.
Teddy. Jacob.
Teddy.
Teddy. And Ireland.
With the crowd.
Correct answer is, and you should have figured this out, John Ireland, Ernie Banks. The only way to prove you're a good sport is to lose. He's the
he
only
lost
guy.
all the time.
He lost
Yeah.
all the time. Was the only guy to ever win an MVP playing for a last place team.
I almost guessed Samuel Goldwyn because I thought that was a weird
It
name
was
to
a weird
just
one.
throw in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Number 4. It always seems impossible until it's done. Is that A, Nelson Mandela, B, Sylvester Stallone, C, Steve Jobs? We start with Brian here.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Jacob.
Jobs.
Jobs. Ireland.
Mandela.
I am.
Jobs.
Correct answer is Nelson Mandela. Yeah, Ireland got that one.
I knew that one.
Did you know that one?
Yeah.
It's a great quote. Number 5. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Is it A, Henry Ford, B, Denzel Washington, C, John Calipari? We're back to Jacob to start here.
A.
A, Henry Ford. Ireland. Whether you can, whether you think you can,
I don't think
or
it's
you
Ford.
think you can't,
I think
you're
it's
right.
either Denzel or Calipari. I'm going to go Calipari.
Calipari. M.
Give me Denzel.
Denzel. BC.
Calipari.
Correct answer is Henry Ford.
Jacob!
Jacob with the point. BC, are you going low?
Well, now I have to.
Now he's got to
All
go
right,
low.
so it's John 2, Jacob 2, Emily 1, Brian Bupkis.
Okay. This one will be easy for some. I am big. It's the pictures that got small. Is that A? Is this in honor of Pepe? A, Gloria Swanson. B, Tilda Swinton. C, Humphrey Bogart. I am big. It's the pictures that got small. We start out with Ireland here.
Who was the first one?
Gloria Swanson.
I'll do her.
You're going Gloria Swanson. M.
Also Gloria Swanson.
BC.
C. Humphrey.
Humphrey Bogart. And Jacob.
Who was B?
Tilda Swinton.
I'll go with B.
You should have gone with A because it was Gloria Swanson. She said that in the movie Sunset Boulevard. I'm big. The pictures got small.
Oh, okay.
Would you say that her character said that?
The character said it, exactly. All right. Ireland's got a lead here, right? 3 for Ireland, 2 for Jacob, 2 for M, nothing for BC.
By the way, Sunset Boulevard, if you haven't seen it, fantastic. It's specifically a fantastic LA movie.
It is a great LA movie, yeah. Number 7. Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no thing ever dies. Was that A, Kevin Costner, B, Tim Robbins, C, Will Rogers? And I will tell you, it was from a movie.
Say the quote again.
Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies.
Okay.
Costner, Robbins, Will Rogers. Ireland, what say you?
Will Rogers.
Will Rogers. Jacob.
Robbins.
Robbins. M.
Robbins.
Robbins. BC.
Kevin Costner.
And Brian stays wrong. And the correct answer is Tim Robbins. Yeah, John, that was from Shawshank Redemption. That's
Okay.
Andy Dufresne.
So Jacob got that,
yeah,
right?
Jacob got that. So we got a tie for the lead now.
I think I almost has that as my yearbook quote in senior year.
It's a great quote. It's a great line. I've got 3 for Jacob, 3 for Ireland, 3 for M, nothing for BC.
Yep.
Number 8. Champions keep playing until they get it right. Champions keep playing until they get it right. Is that A, Billie Jean King, B, Shohei Ohtani, C, Magic Johnson? Who said it? We'll start out with one of our leaders, M.
Wait a minute. I have Emily at 2.
Oh, you
No,
got
I have
Emily?
3. I have
Yeah,
3.
she's got 3.
Okay.
Yeah. She
And
got
so
the
me,
last one.
Jacob, and Emily all have 3?
Correct, and Brian's got nothing.
Okay.
Champions keep playing until they get it right. Billie Jean King, Shohei Ohtani, or Magic Johnson, M?
Magic.
Magic. Ireland.
I think she's right. Magic.
Magic. Jacob.
I'm going to go with Billie Jean King.
Okay. And BC.
Ohtani.
The correct answer is Billie Jean King.
Jacob!
Yes, Jacob takes the lead, and BC is trying to sneak into the tiebreaker.
Again. Come on. How many are left?
1.
All right, so Emily and I have to go opposite of Jacob,
Yes.
and Brian just has to miss.
All
okay,
right,
this
here-
is good.
Here
Good
we go.
finish.
Number 9. The more difficult the victory, the greater the happiness in winning. The more difficult the victory, the greater happiness in winning. Is that A, Pele, B, Dean Smith, C, LeBron James? Jacob, you go first.
I'll go with Dean Smith.
Dean Smith, Ireland.
Give me LeBron.
LeBron. M.
Pele.
Pele. And BC.
LeBron.
Correct answer is Pele.
Yes!
All right, Emily,
means
I'm the only one out.
you're the only one out.
Okay.
Yeah, Jacob, M, and BC as the lucky loser are in.
All right, tiebreaker time.
Tiebreaker time. All right, here it is. Pele played in 4 World Cups for Brazil. How many goals did he score in World Cup play? So 4 World Cups, how many goals did he score in World Cup play? Go ahead and write down a number. Think up a number. BC, you got something? M, you got something?
Yeah.
Jacob, you got a number?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Jacob, tell me your number.
I will say 44.
44. M.
28.
28. BC.
11.
11.
I wrote down 7.
The correct answer is 12. Brian Cohen.
Oh, my God. You did it again.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Loses all the way to the tiebreaker and becomes a champion.
This is Brian's month.
You are. You can do no wrong in April.
God, he was
Sorry,
one
dude.
goal away from the right
I
answer.
was close also to doubling up today.
Yeah, you were very close for the double.
And I was far.
Yeah.
You had it. You clippered it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. You did. Pele, by the way, only player in history to win 3 World Cups. So, Jacob, how you feeling about Saturday? Saturday, 5:30, Crypto, are you going to be there?
I am a diehard Laker fan.
Yes, you are.
And we are going to win some games.
Hear that, Mace?
We're going to win some games.
Some games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, this is when, stars are made.
Mm-hmm.
And someone's going to have to step up. Isn't the whole thing you talk about next man up, next man up? We just need a couple of man ups.
Who do you think is the next man after LeBron? Who's the next man up?
You know, I got to be honest with you. I think somebody that'll make a big difference, two people. I think Rui and Marcus Smart are going to be very important in how well we play. Because especially going up against these guys, why did we beat, Houston? There was the coaching staff brought this new kind of a defense, the double off the other players, take on Durant.
Yes, pester Durant.
Pester Durant. And I think, first of all, we have home court advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Don't underestimate that. We get 2 at home.
Yeah, quit underestimating us.
Yes.
I am not look, I have said I believe that the chances are not 0.
Well, at least you're one step ahead of Bill Platchkey.
Yes,
he says the
correct.
chances are 0.
He says I say the chances are not 0, but they're 1.
That bad?
It's going to be tough. I think it's going to be really, really tough. Here's the one saving grace. Houston has been remarkably terrible in crunch time. Yes. The Lakers have been great in crunch time.
With their best players.
Correct. Now, if the Lakers can stay close, maybe Houston screws up the end of the game and the Lakers are able to steal one. The other thing to watch is
steal 4.
Houston is the best offensive rebounding team in the league. I think defensive rebounding for the Lakers is going to be huge. They are going to have to be big on the boards.
Dominating.
There it is.
By the way, Aiden's been playing great.
Good.
No, he's been playing great. He's been playing great. He's kind of like 18-10 Aiton, is he not?
Oh, well, J.J. Redick a week ago said he can't catch the ball.
Well, yeah.
So, but I like DeAndre. I always have.
Yeah.
But great is relative because one game, he is great, and then the next game, you're like, where is he? So he just needs to get some consistency.
Well, when you take Luka and Austin out, you better be great.
Yep.
He better be great.
But, John, let me ask you a question, something that I'm sure many fans want the answer to. So we find out on, I don't know, it was Thursday or Friday that they waived one player, Kobe Buffett, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's thinking about not that someone's going to come and save the team, right? But they're going to go out there, they're going to get somebody who's going to come in, and then they sign Nick Smith.
Right. Here's why. Had they not done that, Nick Smith would have been ineligible to play in the postseason because he was on a 2-way contract.
But he's saying somebody different than Nick
Smith.
Right.
Yes.
But they just did that. Who would you have wanted?
I don't know. Is there no veteran out there that could step in
Would
there?
you rather have Nick Smith or Chris Paul?
How about Cole Anthony?
I don't know if Cole Anthony is better than Nick Smith. Do you think he is?
I think he's got more experience.
Well, has he been in any playoff games? I don't know. He played in Charlotte for a while, played in Phoenix.
I'm just thinking, the fandom. I'm not saying you're going to do things for the fans, but I'm saying the fandom's down. You've lost 2 of your best players. You waive somebody.
It would have to be somebody who was. They could have got Lonzo, but he's not healthy.
Okay, so what's the use of that?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nick Smith. Chris Paul was super divisive, so divisive that the Clippers kicked him out.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I think Nick Smith's a great scorer, and when he gets going, he gets going.
Yeah,
but
he can get on a heater.
Are we really going to, put all of our weight on his back? I'm just thinking, I don't know, maybe it's just from a fan standpoint, you hear someone's waived, you get excited for 2-3 days, and then
I'm not sure that
I'm
there
not
was
sure
ever
there is a player out there.
magic 15th player that would have put us over the top.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like Cam Thomas, for example, a lot of people would point to, but he was cut too late.
Cut, yeah.
No, he's cut too late. So he's cut after March, so you can't pick him up.
Oh, so he wasn't. Okay.
He's not eligible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jacob, what do you call this series? How do you call it?
When I see you next Tuesday,
yes,
this is going to be 1-1.
There you go.
1-1.
And then you go to Houston and you steal one there.
Okay.
And then
so now we're 2-2, and then
now we're 2-1.
Yeah, you're going to go steal one, and then we're going to
And then we're going to steal another one.
That's right.
Another one. So,
hey, let's go.
You know what? This series, it's going to be all about stealing things.
Exactly.
Theft. It is theft.
Especially the ball.
Yeah.
All those years that we kept playing well, and then we would hit this Denver.
Yeah.
That there was no impossible. I don't look at Houston as impossible as beating
of all
Denver.
the teams they could have drawn, this was the best matchup.
And then let's talk about this. I'll just say this last thing. Mm-hmm. This is when you get an opportunity to really know if you're going to appreciate LeBron James and what he can bring at the age of 41.
Yep.
All right. This is now we have to jump on his back.
Yes.
And we got to see what he can do. And maybe he's got some magic left. We rested him for a lot of the year. So now it's time for him to step up.
This will be one of the biggest challenges of his career, I think.
Good.
Hey, don't forget, Game of Games presented by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline. He's the man, I'm telling you. Call from the scene of the before you even get out of the car, I've been saying. Call 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Jacob, great to see you, man. Coming up next, Super Crosstalk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The home of Rams football. And now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
So Jason Stewart, he would always give very bizarre gift cards as holiday gifts.
Okay.
And they would have really weird amounts to very weird places.
Okay.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
He gave me a 7-Eleven gift card one Christmas for $71.11. Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of 7-Eleven right there, man.
I think I still have like $40 left on it. And he gave it to me 25 years ago.
So much stuff for $70.
You know how hard it is to spend $70 at 7-Eleven? You could eat for a month.
Give me
at
all
7-Eleven.
I could, man. Every day, cookies, pizzas, taquitos, Slurpees, Big Ghosts, everything.
I like that he's got the menu memorized. Like you would think he was reading that off his laptop. He's just going by his last order.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new Chili Crisp Dumplings, paired with a premium beverage drink, like our new Strawberry Watermelon Lemonade Energy Refresher, both for just $5, only at Waba Grill.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what I forgot to bring up with you yesterday?
Oh, what did you forget?
Alan Benavides of the Tower Buzzers gave us the green light to call a game.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, when we did the event at Legends Attic on
What
Friday.
city is that team in?
Ontario.
Okay.
The Ontario Tower Buzzers, new single-A affiliate
we went
of the
to
Dodgers.
That park, didn't we once? Long
No,
time
it's
ago?
brand new.
Brand new.
Brand
Brand new
new
team,
This
brand
is
new franchise.
Yeah, and so he came on with us from Legends Attic a week ago Friday, and I just straight up asked him. He reached across, shook my hand, and said, we're going to do it.
So, Ireland, get this. So we're going to do a game, play-by-play of an Ontario
Tower
Buzzers
That
game.
is awesome.
And it's going to be, we're going to find a night when we've got nothing on the air, right? And we're going to do it live on the air?
That's the plan.
Well, that's win-win for both sides.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I've always wanted to call a professional baseball game, and I'm going to get the chance.
See if Mason announcing minor league baseball is in there.
Oh, no.
And this will be a preview of what you'll get. Mason has experience in this,
Oh,
Trav.
my
You will
God.
not.
How'd it go?
You will not be going into this blind.
I'll have a capable co-pilot.
Oh, yeah. Mace has had a chance to call a home run before.
I butchered one.
He was young.
I was very young.
He
and
was young.
And I got there in the second inning. They handed me a scorecard, said, start talking.
Go.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I can't wait. I meant to tell you yesterday.
Yeah, I'm excited for
it
that.
Slipped my
I'm
mind.
excited for
yeah,
that.
me too.
Yeah,
me
that'll
too.
be fun.
Who is going to do play-by-play?
I think we do alternates.
Alternates,
right?
yeah.
Switch off? Okay.
Yeah.
This will be
switch
good.
off.
Okay.
You
So
want
we
to do
can't find, but Mason said, and there it is, a home run deep to left. It's gone. Home run for Smith. And you hear the other announcer go, That was Ochoa.
It was Alex Ochoa.
That was Ochoa.
That was
home run
Ochoa.
for Ochoa.
Wow. God bless Frank Gilhooly, the man that corrected me throughout the night. By the way, I put that clip in episode 2 of Mason Plus. It is in there, and you can hear me sounding like a goofball on CBS.
So
in my
do
bad play-by-play.
you do the odd innings, I do the even. Do you do 4 and then I do like?
No, I think we let's alternate. Yeah.
Well, okay, here that's fine.
better.
Alternating is fine. I'm happy to do that. I just wonder if we both might get in a better rhythm if we get a couple of innings in a row.
No, but remember, you get the top and the bottom.
That's true.
So I think it's too long. True. I think it's too long without hearing from the other guys. So
no, I think the other guy's the color guy.
Yeah, the other guy's the analyst.
No, what I would do is Mace does the odds, you do the evens, and there you go.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, we got to know our tower buzzers.
I'm getting ready.
Yeah. I'm going to start cracking the books on them.
Absolutely.
Doing all the research.
Brock Stewart, the guy that the Dodgers traded for last year, doing a rehab assignment.
Beef stew. Really?
Yeah.
Beef
stew. That's the guy. Yeah.
Nice. So what do you guys got going today, huh?
Play-in tournament.
Play-in tournament.
Yeah. Right.
Time for the play-in.
I actually think everybody's going to take Charlotte because they're kind of the hot young team. And Miami's like that crafty old veteran team that will probably beat them. Where is that game?
It is in Charlotte.
Wow. Yeah, I'll take Charlotte.
Yeah.
That is a weird team.
Really well.
We were talking,
fun
but
team.
It's come together in a really interesting way.
LaMelo drives me nuts.
Brandon Miller's been really good.
Imagine what it's like being his coach.
Oh, my God, he drives me crazy, but it's effective. Like, what did we say in the back? It's like, oh, my God, did you see what he just did?
I watch him, and I'm like, I don't like that. Was awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What do you guys
that was pretty
think
great.
the spread is in that
It's
game?
at Carolina?
It's in Charlotte.
It's in Charlotte.
5.
7.
I think it's 2.5.
Trav, go on Price is Right. 5.5.
There you go.
5.5. There you go.
Is Con Knipple the Rookie of the Year, or is it going to be Flag?
I think it's Knipple over Flag.
I would vote for Knipple. I think Flag wins.
Really?
Because he had a monster last week of the season.
He did finish big.
Who's the better player?
Flag.
Flag's the better player. Don't they usually give it to the better player of the two?
Yeah,
if
that's
it's
right.
close?
And he's a bigger star and a bigger name. But Knipple's games mattered more.
Yeah.
And he helped get him into the playoffs. I think he just deserves it more. All right, what do you guys think the spread in the Portland at Phoenix game is? That's the second game tonight.
I'll go with 5 again.
Okay. Mace? By who do you think's favored? It's in Phoenix.
In Phoenix, I think Phoenix is slight favorite, 2.5.
4. Phoenix.
2.5 on the number.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Okay.
By the way, in the betting markets, Knipple right now is 61% and Flag is 38%. So at least according to the betting markets,
That's
it's
the way
a lean
it should,
toward
should
Knipple.
finish. Knipple deserves it.
Yeah,
God,
he does.
did he finish strong.
Shoots the lights out.
Yep.
I don't get worked up over the.
The only time the play-in game really rings my bell is when the Lakers are in it.
Yeah,
you know,
right,
like when other than that, these are teams that are very, very likely to get destroyed in the first round of the playoffs anyway. So it's not.
Yeah, it takes a lot to ring my bell.
Yeah.
Last night, Justin Robleski was unbelievable.
Lights out.
Unbelievable. And I said it yesterday on the show, and obviously played out last night. He would be in 29 different starting rotations if he was not a Dodger.
And not only in 29 other starting rotations, he would be near the top of those 29 starting rotations. I think worst case scenario, he's a 4 on maybe like a team like the Phillies or something like that.
4 on the Phillies, and they've got a great rotation.
Right, but everywhere else, he's a 3 or better.
Yep.
I think the same thing is true of Emmett Sheehan.
Yeah, I do too.
I think both of those guys. River Ryan is a major league caliber starting pitcher, and he's not on the roster. Kyle Hurd is a major league caliber starting pitcher, not on the roster. Gavin Stone, we saw win 15 games 2 years ago, was the best pitcher on that team 2 years ago. And he's the only reason he's not in the rotation is because he's hurt.
It is such an embarrassment of riches.
It's a lot of guys.
They are so friggin'
it's a lot of guys.
loaded. And by the way, you mentioned these.
Yes.
These are pitchers too that they've developed.
Yeah.
You mentioned guys that they've not just guys they've signed as free agents, but guys they've developed.
Yeah.
They have a great developmental program too, on top of everything else, all the money they got to spend in scouting and health sciences and all that stuff.
Your challenge is to stay humble.
Yeah,
as Dodger fans,
I
you must stay humble.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
You have to
stay
humble.
We got the best record in baseball.
You don't want to anger them. Yes.
You said something that I think gets skipped over. And obviously the Dodgers spend money like nobody else, and they spend it really well, and that's a huge part of the reason that they are as successful as they are. However, they pick last in the draft every year. They pick, sometimes don't even have first-round draft picks. They got that weird sandwich supplemental thing between the end of the first round and the start of the second round. Sometimes they're not picking until the 40s or 50s. and they're still developing better guys.
Yeah.
Like, you look at the Angels, and not just to take a cheap shot at them because that's fun to do, but they're picking near the top of the draft every year. When's the last time they developed a really high-level pitcher? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a really long time. They've had some
time.
success position-wise, whether it's Neto, Shanuel, some guys like that have been okay, Ohapi, but they can't buy a pitcher to save their life.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's
and they're picking near the top.
And they do spend money, too.
They do.
That's the thing. They spend money, and they're still incompetent. I don't know how Manasian still has a job.
Because he does what artists
By the way,
to
Trev,
do.
wouldn't you just trade Trout right now after that game last night? They
I
won't.
would.
Yeah, but who wants Trout?
If you're going to eat some of
After
the money,
last
I'll
night,
take him.
The Angels they would have to have a big appetite.
Yeah. If they would eat, what is it? Is it 3 years left after this? I think it's something like that. It's 3 or 4. And if they could eat, say, half of it, I might give it a shot.
Yeah, it just seems to me that Trout has had 3 or 4 great games in a row. Who knows when he'll have that again? Get on the phone today.
It's coming soon.
Yeah.
It's coming soon.
He's got 4 more years.
That's
at
a lot.
$37 million.
Yeah, no, I'd like to
Very
change
hard
my
to
answer.
trade.
That's really
You'd have
tough.
to eat 3/4 of it.
You absolutely would.
Yeah.
The one place where I think it would make sense or could happen is Philly.
Yeah.
Because he's from back there. He's a Phillies fan, all that. He'd be into that. But that's too much
I would
money.
think that he would want out. I would think that at some point he would want to play in a game that matters. Because, quite frankly, he played in 3 playoff games his rookie year. They lost all 3. And that's not his fault. That's just the circumstance of the team.
Right.
And since then, he's played in a WBC final game. That's the only game he ever played in that
Got
matter.
kind of a cush job, though, Trav.
It's a good job.
Just be here,
playing
be great,
well.
and no one cares.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I
no
guess.
no one expects.
He is kind of broken down now.
Oh, yeah, no, he's not what he used to be, but I think he can still be
Did you see him in that fight? Did you see he looked like a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still got something left.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah.
He put his hands on Lopez, and Lopez was going nowhere.
Stay here.
It
yes,
was
sir.
great.
Yeah, how about a 62-year-old Walt Weiss in there throwing
He was
punches?
going nuts.
Yeah.
He was going crazy.
Yep. Wow.
What do you guys got coming up today?
I'm going to try to figure out how the Lakers can do some damage.
Oh, really?
DeMarco and I have ideas on how to fix the NBA.
Before you go, do you have a top 10 all-time? Everybody has one, right?
In terms of players?
Yeah, players.
Jordan number 1 for sure.
Okay, just where's Kevin Durant in there?
Not in the top 10.
Okay, where would you slot him? Top 15 somewhere?
Top 15 for
10
sure.
to 20. Yeah.
I heard
Somewhere
an
in there,
argument.
10
like,
to 20.
There's no way he's supposed to let LeBron off the hook. There's no way
If you ask me,
he should let them
If you
win.
ask me best pure scorers in NBA history, Kevin Durant, top 3.
Yeah, Michael thinks he's the best scorer
The
in NBA history.
easiest
The
scorer
easiest
because
scorer.
you can't guard him. He's 7 feet tall and releases his shot from
Yeah,
up
yeah.
here. And so, yeah, Mike, he's
I
unbelievable.
just wonder what
But
this...
in terms of best overall around players, there's 10 guys better.
Okay, there's just no way you should lose to LeBron here if you're KD. You know?
Not without Luka.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be an
Okay.
embarrassment for
That's-
them because I tell you, I don't know what LeBron has to do to win this series. I mean, it really does come down to him.
Time
And how-
machine.
Turn back
Time machine.
turn back
yeah,
time.
Be
Basketball supercomputer, making it all work, something like that.
even if he, let's just pick a random number. Say he has a 35-point triple-double every night.
Yep.
Okay? He's still going to need a lot more
Still
from other
may
guys.
not be enough.
You're still going to need more from somebody else. There you go.
Let's go.
I'm in.
All right, we're back tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon, coming up for you. DeMarco and Travis, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on